Here we are. We're at another undisclosed location.
We shan't disclose it.
We shan't disclose it. If you guys are unfamiliar, welcome to the basement. This is the Dylan and Joe Basement podcast. We're here for another decade.
Yeah, it's another dodecahedron.
Dodecahedron.
You know what that means?
It means it's episode 70.
70, and we're doing another countdown.
Another countdown. We're doing it live, and we want you guys to know that that's just the most special thing on earth, because with, just all sorts of things
the
about
state of the
human
world
life,
today.
The state of the world, the weather, all these things. Sometimes it just can't be live, but today it's live as living shit.
You better fucking believe it.
It's
and you know what also it means when you do episode 70? You gotta have our hottest resident here, none other than Dom Morrow. Wake up, Dom.
Oh,
Dom. Yep.
What am I holding? What is going on here?
Welcome to the undisclosed location.
Yep.
Hey, buddy.
Where are we?
We are not at liberty to discuss that, but let's just say we're in a fun place.
We're in a fun place. We're in an undisclosed location. It's called the basement, dude.
The basement.
Oh, okay.
The basement is an energy, not necessarily a location, but we're at another.
Oh, you're gonna need that later, but I guess
if
if you don't want
chainsaw.
If you don't want it, that's up to you.
It's in foot reach.
I'll take it, dude. If you want to hand it over to me, I'm happy to hold the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Someone, here's the thing: is if I don't hold it, no one else will. Someone's gotta hold.
That's
All
absolutely.
right. Sorry, I'm still coming to terms with what happened to me. Last thing I know, I was driving in my truck.
Yeah.
Just so you know, it gets parked in the yard. I get blindfolded. I was passed out. What time is it?
Get parked in the yard after dark.
Yeah.
Right now it's about 2 minutes to midnight.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I've been passed out for a while.
Yeah. If it smells like gas. This is the basement chainsaw, dude. If you're in the basement, sometimes you gotta have the chainsaw here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. I just wasn't expecting to wake up with that in my hands.
Yeah. No.
You signed the disclosure, so you're allowed to be kidnapped at any time. You know that. But
we give you a chainsaw.
A chainsaw is also arguably a certain type of thing that you own, and it makes your life easier.
Hey, dude, you're a tool too.
Thank you. Well, I live vicariously through myself, and today we're in another top 10 countdown. This one, what's it about, Dylan?
Today's episode is it hits home for everybody. Home being the important word. It could be home or it could be workplace, as the definition says.
Mm-hmm.
The definition
of a what?
It's a good question, Joe. Of a what? Of an appliance.
Appliances.
Is something useful in the space you're in that is usually it's some sort of technology, whether it be brimstone and fire, or electricity, steam, gas. Steam usually requires all the above.
Child's tears
to make your life easier. Say you have to,
whale oil.
So you gotta
proton torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're doing today, guys. We're doing top 10 appliances, brought to you live from the Dylan and Joe Basement Podcast. Another undisclosed location, basement. Dylan, Joe.
Yep.
Dominic podcast.
Yeah, and listeners, of course, you know this already. I did not pick this topic. Dom picked it, and then obviously he had an ally in this.
Are you embarrassed?
Idiot.
I don't think he likes it.
I think canon for the podcast is that I am embarrassed and this is ridiculous, and that means it's gonna be the best episode of all time.
But dude, honestly, let's get real for a second.
Let's just drop all the pretext and all the bullshit. Let's get real.
Joe,
for 1 second.
If I had to ask you one question in my entire life, till the day we die.
Mm-hmm. So that doesn't mean you have to keep asking it over and over again.
Yeah, and if it's let's estimate that we're gonna live to the 80s, like most men.
I would like to make it. I like to say, hey, it's the 80s, the 2080s. Which would make us,
we're not
you know,
making that.
hundreds.
No, we're all dead by then.
Oh, come on. Who knows? We all put ourselves into
You don't know.
the singularity.
Dude, I'll be 100. So yeah, actually, dude, that could work. I mean, I probably won't, but like,
I definitely won't, but
I wouldn't want that. I don't want to live to 100.
What if you get a robot skeleton
I do.
body?
No,
It's just your brain on a
85
robot
is
body.
pretty good. That's a nice age.
I'm going for fucking it all. Give it a
I'm gonna
shot.
go for full exoskeleton, a robotic body, and cold, unfeeling hatred running through my circuits.
Dude, you're already a ginger.
Then I'd be all Ginger's 125. Folks, we're doing a top 10 countdown today.
Well, I had a question. I had a question, Joe. I feel like you didn't answer my question because I didn't say it yet.
I'm
But
sorry.
We didn't get to
I was
the question.
leading
Let's get
up
to it.
I was leading up to this question. My
Yeah,
first
well, let's
question.
go.
First question is, how do you like the couch vibe?
I like the couch. It's our first time couching
This is
it.
our first time
This is
couching
nice.
it.
This is the most comfortable I've ever been on your podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I feel a little bit. I feel a little bit
How
odd because I like to
comfortable.
sit up and be, you know, like a Jon Stewart level news anchor kind of style thing. But this is much more relaxed. Vibe, I think the kids say.
So, I didn't want to bring this up to you, but me and Dom know something you don't know.
What's that?
This is an intervention.
Oh, fuck. I should have seen this coming, honestly.
Yeah, we've talked about some stuff
I
that's
should've
going
seen
on
this coming.
personally, and we're gonna try to take it down to bring it back to where you're at.
Oh boy.
We
I wish
feel
we
like-
were recording
we
this.
feel like-
Well,
we
there's
feel
a,
like-
there's a few other people going to stop by, but we can't give names yet.
They all end in Allwins.
Uh-oh. Is it weird that even though I know it's a bit, I'm still kind of nervous?
Let's just
Like,
say
I had this sinking feeling
Let's
in your
just
stomach
say
when
you
you know
better
you've been
enjoy
caught.
that beer right now.
Yeah. But
we didn't get dressed up like this
This
for
isn't
no
funny.
reason.
This
But
isn't funny to me.
we do,
I'm actually disturbed by
we
this.
do know that we're
Yeah.
not going to stop you from drinking a beer when your whole entire family comes here.
Sure, yeah.
Because there's a
Because they're all
come
gonna be
down.
drinking as
there's
I don't want to get the
Yeah.
shade.
Well, we need them here to finish everything that's here so that you can't have it.
That's yeah. Well, I wish we didn't have 57 all-day IPAs in the fridge. This
Well, the
so
thing is,
hard
me
to
and Dom
do.
don't have a problem. We just go through 57 a day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
See,
I
have the
what you're
problem.
forgetting
Yeah.
is we don't have to work tomorrow, so we can finish that whole thing.
Yeah,
like,
right,
during
right,
the
yeah.
Since
season.
you have to
work.
work,
Yeah.
we gotta.
But hey,
Yeah.
we don't care.
for an extra grand, I'll keep a couple for you.
Well, I'm probably
Dom's
gonna-
a good hottest resident because we don't
Only
judge.
real
and-
intervention therapists keep IPAs in their coffee cups.
Mhm.
They sure do, and you know we get it, Joe. So, anyways, back to the.
Well, not well. You
Dom
said I
was
can have
gonna
one
say-
more.
I feel like that chainsaw's leaking gas. What?
It's a strong possibility.
It's a
All right, all
it's
right.
a strong scent.
So I'm
Joe
gonna
has enough of the bullshit.
I'm gonna
We
enjoy
gotta
the
start,
last
we
of
gotta
my
start.
drink before we get into our last
it's about
podcast.
it's about the
ever.
nicotine too.
Well, I don't
I'm
care.
leaving.
I'm not
You
there.
can't have anything.
I'm fucking leaving.
I'm not here for that.
You're here for just goldfish.
So what we're talking about today? It's top 10 appliances. You folks know the rules. You listened to the podcast before. If you didn't, I strongly suggest listening to another one before this one. It's episode 70. We're doing a top 10 countdown. We all get to pick a different appliance every time. We vote them in. That becomes the definitive list. Once you introduce a topic, it cannot be introduced again, so don't blow your load too early. If we do have duplicates, that's why we have our bullpen. We have a backup list we can pull in later to move back and forth and try to figure out what's going on here. Appliances, I think that Dom put a definition on our text chain.
I'll pull up that. It's the
You can't remember it, it's one sentence long.
It's the official Merriam-Webster definition of an appliance.
Emmanuel Lewis came up with it himself.
I don't know who that is.
Did he make the Merriam-Webster you know what I mean?
He played the character of Webster on a sitcom. He had the Gary Coleman disease where he was a kid forever, even though he's like in his 40s, but he had like a kid
Also
body.
called Peter Pan syndrome.
Yeah, or Andy Milonakis disease.
So, the definition we're working off of for this is
Uh-huh.
an instrument or device designed for a particular use or function, specifically a household or office device such as a stove, fan, or refrigerator, operated by gas or electric current. But I think we're going a little looser than that because we don't follow anything.
We play
Because
fast
what does an
enough. Also,
appliance
Dylan
mean
is
to
here,
us?
so it could.
What does an appliance mean to us?
Yeah.
Are deer mammals? Their shit's different.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that his first appliance is gonna be deer, but that's for the listeners here.
Deers do a lot of
Super
things.
fan.
So before
Oh, dear.
before we dear.
I can't believe you're still doing a preamble.
I'm
We have
doing-
already, this is before. We're 20 minutes into the podcast. We haven't done at number 10, but yeah, before we go, why don't we go ahead? Go ahead. Before we start, we're 20 minutes into the podcast. Before we start, go
Before
ahead.
we start, Joe, I don't know when was the last time that you've put your butt plug in.
Well, obviously I'm without it, or I wouldn't be so cranky.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's it.
Must have left it in the car.
I do want to ask everyone a question here, since there's 3 of us.
Sure.
And Bill Cosby.
And DJ BP is here as well.
DJ BP is over here.
And Wallace.
He's recording, and Wallace. What, Joe, I've been dying to know. What does an appliance mean to you? This definition's great, Dom. Don't fuck around.
Hey, I didn't make it up.
Yeah, I know, but it's great. Thanks for your hard work on that. And you shake your finger here, dude.
I'm starting to regret the middle
Appreciate
part
that.
again.
You're in the middle, dude.
Yeah,
we
it's
can
not
switch
good.
if you get uncomfortable. Are you uncomfortable?
Hey,
No,
he can't switch. He's always been in the middle.
Yeah, this is my spot.
Yeah.
But no, appliance means to me, actually, the definition he uses is broader than I'd say. Appliance to me is like a household machine that works inside your house to help with daily tasks, no matter what they may be. And I think that definition actually broadens it out a bit and makes it a little more.
Well, I like that it said home or office.
Or office, yeah. But it's definitely a thing that it serves a function, which is to like accomplish some kind of task or something like that. Like I wouldn't call a light bulb an appliance.
Something you
But
can
it could
do
be.
by hand, but
Mhm.
it makes it easier so you don't have to do it, basically.
Like your wife in the 50s?
Yeah.
I wasn't married in the 50s.
Well,
actually.
I
I
think-
was a swinger.
Even if you're in the 2020s, you
Okay.
really should be doing your wife by hand because digital manipulation is a big part of a healthy sexual relationship.
Digital manipulation, as in the dildo
I'm single.
you put inside of your vagina and then have your boyfriend have the app and make it go
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
That work?
I just said digital
I love
manipulation.
when she's
Yeah.
in
You
charge of that
Bluetooth
one.
it. And
Yeah, you Bluetooth the whole thing.
Just like the guy who won the chess championship against Magnus Carlsen, you Bluetooth a butt plug and you vibrate it.
So he had a butt plug in at the chest.
Yeah, the guy who
Yeah.
beat the world champion.
No way. Let's talk about this.
He was ranked, I think it was 1200th in the world. Like he was way down there, maybe like 500th, which is obviously one of the best chess players in the world, but not
Not
champion.
nearly compared to what he was going. up
1,200
against.
out of 1,800 in the
Yeah.
whole fucking world. who
What,
still
there's
play
only
chess.
1,800 chess players.
Yes.
1,800 of all chess
8 billion people in the world. There's 1,800 chess players.
And imagine it was only like 600 before the Queen's Gambit on Netflix came out, and it doubled the number
Yeah,
fast.
exactly.
What's
and
that?
It's a show. And so what happened
It's about
was
drugs.
he beat the grand champion of chess. He's been the champion for like years and years. And
He's
this,
only
this guy
1800th?
This guy beat him. No, the champion got beat by the guy who was like 1800th.
Oh, wow.
Number 1 got beat by number 1800, and they were like,
Talk
"There's
about
no
underdog
fucking
story.
way he beat me. He must be cheating." And I thought at first, well, of course you're gonna say that when you lose, especially when you lose against someone so bad. You're gonna make excuses. Turns out he had a Bluetooth butt plug up his ass, and his buddy was on the site somewhere with a chess computer, and he was Morse coding the moves up his asshole.
Honestly,
And he
smart.
won.
So smart.
Well, it worked.
How did they figure that out?
Well, I think that he was really good at chess, and he wanted to be the best, and there's only one way to do that.
No, but how they solve that? They do a fucking strip search and a cavity search before chess matches now?
Well, I think they had a recording. Everyone had microphones on for the chess championship, and that way, and they kept hearing this. And they're like, "We said no phones," and he goes, "I don't have a phone," and that's how they could tell.
Right before he won, he went.
It's a dead giveaway.
But actually, the next time he did a tournament, because they didn't ban him, because they didn't notice until after or something like
Yeah.
that.
They started investigating
They had
very closely with the wand.
The wand. They went right over his ass like 10 times, and nothing popped up. And they're like, "All right, you can go in."
It's because it's silicone based.
Dude, that's how rules are made. Like,
That's what we
in
know.
Formula One, they break the rules until it becomes a rule.
And then you're
there's no
good.
breaking the rules. Like, I'm not
Yeah, I
breaking the rule.
guarantee there's no
I
rule
know,
in the
that's
chess book
aerodynamics.
saying you cannot put a Bluetooth anal plug up your ass
That
to
sends
learn how
off
to
Only
Morse
in your
code
mouth.
to tell what's going on. But also, why does he fucking need that? He knows what that.
He likes it. It's part of the
I know, but it's
thrill.
not like cards where you can't see their cards. You can see all the pieces.
But you know what the thing about
But
it
it
is?
shows
See,
every possible move. A computer can be much faster than a human brain for every
Oh,
possible.
so he's like,
And the computer literally picks the best move in any situation, and he just does that.
So now I have a question. Is a
You can just ask
Bluetooth
questions.
butt plug an appliance?
That's what we're here to talk about today.
That's a really good question.
It's definitely doing a job that
Does
he
it
couldn't
solve
do
They
my
by
made
problem?
himself.
something easier, that's for damn sure.
Sure did.
So
That's
my
not what they
vote
meant by
for
me.
number 1 appliance, Bluetooth butt plug.
And of course, everyone who listens to the podcast knows we already tell each other our number one, so we don't pick the same number one. But for all the other numbers, we have not disclosed those numbers. And that means we're starting with number 10 best appliances, starting with, of course, the hottest resident himself, Dom Mara. And we'll do round robin like we always do.
Well, for my number 10, I decided to go something that's pretty simple, that you don't necessarily really need, and that is a toaster.
Toaster. I see now. I think it's pretty low on the list.
Yeah, low on the list.
Toaster's a very great, crazy good invention.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Should I defend myself now?
Well,
Yeah.
it's your opening statement. You just said the word
Yeah, give
toaster.
it out, man.
We actually said more than you did about
Yeah.
it
Well,
so far.
don't forget, we're here for you.
Continue the joke.
Well, so the thing about a toaster is, it's really fucking easy to warm up some bread to the point where it browns.
Mm.
You don't need a toaster to do that. Is it the easiest way to do it? Why am I defending myself against toasters?
Well, you're making your argument here.
Probably
That's
the-
why it's so low on the list. That's
It's
why.
probably the 50-1 premix coming out of the chainsaw.
It
that's
could be,
making
it
you-
could
It's
be.
still top 10. I mean,
It is top
you gotta
10.
defend
Well-
it. Because my top 10, I can already tell you, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you if you don't try to defend it.
It's a
Mine's
strong
way
possibility.
better. Well, yeah.
So is that it?
Is that what you do? You sit. Alright, you're done.
What's better?
You're done.
What's better than waking up in the morning
My jewel was up
and
here.
you're like, oh, I don't have any food. What can I possibly eat? I haven't bought any food. I'm poor as fuck.
Mhm.
Oh, I have bread.
There you go.
I don't want to eat bread. Put it in the fucking toaster, crunch it up, put some butter on it. There you go. Eggo, frozen waffles. You ever seen the people that take a toaster, put it sideways, put a piece of bread, a piece of cheese? You can make a grilled cheese in a toaster. You turn it sideways, melt the cheese, put them
Now
together.
we're talking, dude.
There you
Yeah,
go.
now you're
I
talking.
needed that sip. You guys are giving me shit. I needed
Wow.
that sip to tell me what to do.
Oh, dead air, but yeah, no, that sounds pretty
It's
cool.
almost like there's a butt plug in me. Tell me what to say.
Yeah, well, that's
Number 10.
plus.
Toaster.
You're not the only one.
Alright, Dylan, you get to do your number 10 next. Remember this.
Okay. All right, guys. Buckle up for my number 10 because it's a hard hitter.
I thought you said butt plug again. I'm getting all screwed up.
Butt plug up for my number 10 because it's a hard hitter. It is called.
The dogs know when the podcast starts. They know when it's being
They
recorded.
can't hear that.
They're
though.
supporting toasters.
They're supporting pizza ovens.
Pizza oven.
Oh.
Like a brick oven, like Bertucci's.
Yep.
Sorry, Bertucci's for all the white people out there.
Bertucci's pizza oven, but specifically ones that you can order that are the same thing. They're wood fired. You put they're square foot wise, cubic feet. You know,
Yeah, I
we're
do
talking
cubic
we're talking
feet.
like 6 to 8 cubic feet in there. Temperatures rise about to 800 degrees because it holds all the heat in
Wow,
there.
that's
So you can
good.
cook a pizza in 3 to 4 minutes.
That's a
And the
lot.
best thing about this is compared to your fucking shitty piece of shit is that
Wow.
It's not mine. I didn't invent
Really,
it.
really
it's
rude.
yours now. We
Yeah, you
own
have to stand by it. You
every
have to stand by it.
we own theoretically everything we're talking about. You got to believe in your number 10.
All right, then I have a great.
You're saying, oh, it's not mine. I'm fucking out.
Well, let me tell you something about a fucking
not.
toaster then.
It's not your turn.
Hey!
It's not your
No,
turn.
it's his. It's his.
No.
This is how it works.
Don't
You
talk,
got dumped.
do not let him talk.
I want to hear. I want to hear.
How many people do you know that can afford a fucking pizza oven versus that can afford a toaster?
I know.
We're bringing a price into this?
If I know 5,000 people, I know 100 people who can afford one.
You don't even know 5,000 people, though, so how many people do you
I do know
afford one?
5,000 people.
Alright, name them all.
I can't.
For the next hour and a half, Dylan will be naming 5,000 people that he knows.
Sorry, Joe. My knee.
Yeah,
is
you can just move back a little bit.
Yeah, sorry.
My face is like my shoulder width, which is
Hey, you
very
sh-
tiny.
When I touch your elbow, I can feel your butt plug vibrating through my knee.
I can feel it through my hands.
It's telling
So,
people. Yeah.
so the coolest thing compared to your toaster.
Don't compare it to the toaster, just defend your shit.
Okay.
We'll argue afterwards.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sounds
I didn't mean to
fine.
police you.
We're all trying our best today, Joe.
And so am
It's
I.
the holidays.
This is me trying my best.
It is the
bossing you
holidays.
around like
It's
a
the
rat.
holidays, guys.
It's
So-
the holiday season.
So the pizza
Whoopsie-doo.
oven,
Hickory dock.
the pizza oven.
Don't forget
To suck
suck
my
Joe's
cock.
The oldest pizza oven that they were able to find in good condition was from Pompeii.
That's old.
So
Of course, it's in Italy though. That's fucking lost.
Yeah, but Italians did not invent pizza; they just popularized it.
So, so it stood the test of time. It's gonna always be around. It's gonna be there forever, and it's fucking good as shit.
Yeah, Pompeii.
Quote: Dylan Reed, "It's good as shit."
It's good as shit.
It's good as shit. So,
Well, Pompeii also famously had
Some guy that was jerking off. And,
Yeah.
yeah, that's funny.
Is that what you're gonna
Yeah,
say?
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I mean,
Of course I'm gonna say that.
I thought you were gonna
What
say
am I
that.
gonna say?
I thought
That
you were gonna say something
volcano?
meaningful. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
Sorry.
because the
Tell
blast,
everyone. Tell
the
everyone.
blast happened so fast that Mount Vesuvius erupted and then the lava came down and it preserved almost everyone who got part of the initial pyroclastic flow. and that included basically freezing people where they are, because it was flash burning actually. And then some people were, in an embrace, and they were kind of frozen in time that way, as the ashen rock, or what they would be. And one dude was jerking it. So it's funny to think when the end of the world happens, how you react.
He had a pizza oven probably.
Yeah, that's where it was.
All right, so that's the end of my my initial thing on Pizza Oven. Joe, I feel like you're up next.
I am. My number 10 pick for best appliances.
Look,
ever.
he's got to look. He doesn't even know his stuff.
Oh, I knew. I just wanted to make sure.
This couch isn't big enough for the three of us.
And mine is, are you ready? Mine, vacuum. Vacuum cleaner. It's the peak, number 3.
Sorry, number 10.
Yeah.
It's my number 3?
Maybe it's your number 3. Oh, I better win this. Vacuum, it's an amazing invention. Basically an electronic device with a motor that creates a lack of air within the device, which causes all outside
every
air.
time you walk into my house.
That's exactly right. And it causes all the air to rush in. And it's a cleaning tool. I mean, it can clean up everything. You suck up everything and clean up everything in the whole world. It is a device that changed the home. The way you would clean at home, you just sweep it up, beat the shit out of your rug, and sweep and mop and everything like that. Don't need that anymore. You have new technology, the vacuum. Turn it on, scare a dog. You suck everything up. I'm talking from the Dirt Devil to the Dyson Sphere to the old Hoover back in the 1950s, weighed about 210 pounds. And that thing will suck it up, and it made everyone's life a little bit easier, which I think is what appliances are all about. I have never used a pizza oven. I don't own a toaster anymore because, I don't eat bread. Bread makes you fat. I'm gluten-free. I'm paleo.
Bread makes you fat?
I'm paleo, yes, it does. And I use a vacuum all the time now. Vacuum, my number 10 pick.
So, you forgot to mention the Kirby.
Oh, and the Kirby, of course.
The Kirby. And I have one question with vacuums that maybe you can answer for me, because I've never tried this, but a lot of people back in our day, like we're talking
back
about...
in our day.
Yeah, like back when it was funny.
Okay, yeah. That stopped being funny a while ago.
Yeah, they put their dick in the thing, and then that would be the way to... Have you guys done that?
I was just going to ask you, when was the last time you fucked your vacuum?
That ever happened and actually worked out.
I was going to ask the same question.
It's a much different sensation, the hard plastic and the level of suction, I think.
No, I think you got to put foam in it.
Because, I mean, really...
Because, come on, your dick's not going to fill
If you put your mouth on the ground, it would take a lot of lung capacity to really suck it up the way a vacuum could.
Yeah, but I feel like that
it's a little more aggressive.
I feel like that's going to cause bodily harm.
Definitely. You get a big purple
But
ring
there's like
around
this
your-
whole thing like, oh yeah, you vacuum cleaner, doorknob, all those other things, and it's like...
I think it's one of those things that no one actually ever did.
But you fucked
Someone's
a doorknob?
done it.
I mean,
no,
they have,
the whole
but-
point about fucking a doorknob is not... I read about it because I was like, who's fucking doorknobs?
Well,
like,
women,
what's the point?
not men.
No, but
You
what's
don't
the
know
point
that.
of fucking a doorknob? They're actually like, oh, it's a joke. It means your dick's wicked small because you can fuck the keyhole in the doorknob. And you're
Oh,
like,
that's
Oh,
But I think
I've
a woman
done that.
could
because I was
fuck a
like, how do you,
doorknob.
I was like, why would I want to fuck a doorknob?
Well, they should say fuck a keyhole then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is something that, guys, just so you know, that we on the Dylan Joe Based podcast,
Clear that
we've
shit
cleared up a lot of things.
Yeah.
And if you say like, go fuck a doorknob, because everyone's heard that.
I've never heard it in my
It does
entire life
not
till right
mean
now.
that you're gonna go put your dick in between the doorknob and the door and have sex with it.
Well, it's not a doorknob.
It means your dick is the size of a key, like an old skeleton key, and you can put your dick in that.
Oh, my dick is a skeleton key because it opens up every door.
Okay. All right. I think now it's time for the battle royale.
I think we need to vote.
Yeah.
We need to do our initial vote.
Yeah. Then we can argue more.
I'm going to vote for a toaster.
Okay.
Fuck.
Dylan?
I'm gonna vote for the pizza oven.
I'm going to vote for the vacuum. All right, we've had our first tie.
Shit.
All right,
You have
now
to
let
debate
me tell
Before
you
you vote again.
why it's toaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing you should have said first, say it now.
I don't own a vacuum. I don't fucking need one. I have a broom.
You
Does
really
not-
should own a
Does
vacuum.
not. I don't have any rugs.
You have a car.
Does not. I have a truck.
And a car. Dom has a 16-valve.
He has a car,
Scirocco.
too.
I do.
Dom has a 16-valve Scirocco.
Yeah, see, but you don't
It's wicked
need
cool.
a vacuum.
That's for you, Chris Hatch.
When you go to
Yeah, Chris Hatch is for you.
fucking
It's wicked nice.
not
Want me to help you out?
fucking
I'm kinda
car
looking.
wash thing. You can fucking vacuum for free.
Falcon car wash?
I don't need a vacuum.
Mhm.
I don't have any rugs in my house. I can sweep everything.
Yeah.
I've been there for a year and a half. I don't have a vacuum. I've never needed one.
And your Scirocco shows, dude. You've never vacuumed that.
Yeah,
I
it
can
looks
tell.
like shit.
This is true. I've never vacuumed that in 7 years.
Crunchy.
Actually,
Use
no.
a vacuum, really,
Hey, you know what?
in your car.
Why don't you fucking vacuum your dick and maybe something will come out for the first time? Toaster. But I can't live
Weird
without. I've
insult.
had my
This is
toaster.
intervention.
I can't live without my toaster. I make toast. Well, I'm gonna turn my fucking oven on and stick it in there to toast it.
I mean, you did say that there's other ways to toast bread before. You're the one who said it. I didn't even consider that.
Butter, fucking.
But
Yeah.
basically, the main point is I'm not arguing against the pizza oven because I don't need those either because I don't make pizzas. But I don't
Says
need
the
a fucking
Italian guy.
vacuum.
Yeah, well, you do, but.
Toasters.
Alright. Dylan,
Thanks,
you want
Tom.
to defend your pick?
Yeah, dude, fuck it.
Dude, it's been so long since I've done this. I'm so bad. It's
You'll
great.
see a
I
theme
love it.
here, boys and girls and everyone.
Podcast.
I like things that
What the
stand the
fuck?
test of time. I've never met a toaster that wasn't.
I've never been a toaster I didn't like.
Dude, those coils burn out, dude. Like, if you have a 1950 Toaster,
I
Toy
don't
Story.
have 1950s toys.
I've used them.
Brave little toaster, also.
He's cool.
He survived. The AC unit died.
He did, but he
The
wasn't.
vacuum was here was in the movie too, and he was badass.
There was no pizza oven in that movie.
You know what? I
Okay,
can't believe I
Brave
didn't get a
Little
Brave Little
Toaster.
Toaster.
Brave Little Toaster, before he turned human.
I should have just gone through the whole
had
Brave Little
an
Toaster.
intended.
What?
Toasters.
He doesn't turn. Wait a minute.
He's
talking Pinocchio. The Brave Little Toaster does not
He
turn
does
human.
not turn human.
But he's got eyes and shit. So
They all do.
I know. But like
The Brave Little
appliances-
Toaster does not
Look,
become
the
a
Brave
human.
Little Toaster isn't
Let
involved
the
in-
record show that the Brave Little Toaster is not people turned into appliances like
Anthropomorphic,
Beauty
I
and the
think
Beast.
it was.
Anthropomorphic guy is that
With two
toasters, appliances specifically, due to the UL, the United Listing or Ultimate Listing,
What are you
whatever the fuck it's
for?
called, is I don't fucking know. You know everything.
Every
So,
no idea. He does not know everything.
UL, every toaster is UL listed. Has a CE mark. It has all these other things,
What's that mean?
which is it's due to regulatory in the United States. So you don't burn your house down, you don't electrocute yourself, you don't kill yourself, you know, whatever it is.
Oh.
They're listed due to safety concerns.
Okay.
A toaster has a intended purpose. That's definition on the
As
paper.
does a vacuum and a pizza.
It does, but on the papers that you read when you get a toaster, if you actually read them, it has a. It has
I'm not a nerd.
It has an intended purpose, intended use.
Oh.
Is it to
and
toast
it's to
bread
fucking
specifically?
toast bread, not
Yeah.
be a human being toaster.
Yeah.
Anthropomorphic.
It's just for
toaster.
bread too, by the way. It's not for anything else. I mean, sure you can put Eggos in there, but it's not like,
Bagels,
hey,
bread, yeah.
I have an oven or whatever, like a pizza oven. You
can
put
reheat-
sandwiches in there.
Yeah, it's do that to protect the manufacturer.
Did you not
from
hear me
being
say
sued.
that you can make grilled cheeses with a side?
Yeah, but no one's ever tried that, and it
They
overwhelmed.
probably
People
say
try it
somewhere,
all
yeah,
the
they
time.
should
How
do
do you think I
because-
know about it? I've never done
But
it.
they
People
basically
ruin it.
have to have all this documentation that says if you put your dick in there, we're not liable for your death.
Yeah, because
Are we talking about a vacuum or a toaster?
Toaster right now.
Yeah, the
So-
vacuum they have to have the same.
So the whole thing is that's so back to my thing, which is the pizza oven,
Wait, we're back to your thing.
which was invented like 4 billion years ago on the pretty much exactly.
Not even 4,000 years ago.
4
really.
billion, but definitely 4,000. Is that it's stood the test of time. You can, bro.
No, I'm
Well,
raising my hand.
I want it, dude.
Well, it's his
Okay.
turn.
You can use just hold the whole time. dude.
You know how we do the podcast. You,
You
raise
can
your hand, you
use-
just interrupt, and then it becomes unintelligible when you hear
Yeah.
it.
You can use a Pompeii era pizza oven today.
Yeah.
Still, and it's
Right.
kicking ass and probably makes the best goddamn pizza you've ever fucking life if you are good at cooking.
Did you know that
Good.
tomatoes are not native to Italy?
I knew this.
We talked about it on the podcast, I think.
Really? I
Corn.
didn't.
Tomatoes are a fruit.
Well,
No, it's because they
Tomatoes
from
came
well,
from
that
America.
vegetable is a culinary term.
Yeah, they're from America. Italy
Yeah.
never had them. They're not
Before
natural.
that, the Italian pizzas before they used it would be like olive oil, cheese, and sardines was
Yeah.
a pizza.
Sounds
Which is
good.
what really Italian pizza really wants to be because they're disgusting.
They like fish.
All those fucking Italians.
So my pizza oven, it can last thousands.
You have one? Where is it? I don't
Okay,
see it
cool.
right here.
Anyways,
I think I'm
yeah,
here.
I
I
can
see a
guarantee
toaster.
you, besides Dominic, who doesn't like to clean his car, everyone uses a vacuum. Everyone loves a vacuum. I'm being outvoted by 2 people who don't even use the shit. I've never seen you use a toaster. I've never seen you use a fucking pizza oven, and I use a vacuum.
Yeah, but at least,
yesterday.
at least I own my appliance.
It's vacuum today.
Well, there you go. Even more soon. So, anyways, I'm not even argue for it. Vacuum. Everyone who's listening to the podcast right now knows vacuum's better, and they all use it all the time. And yours are cute. They're fun. Toaster's cool. Pizza oven's cool. Vacuum changed the fucking world, and it continues to do so on a daily basis. Just ask Michelob Dyson, the guy who invented Dyson.
Wait, his name's Michelob?
Yeah.
Really?
Is he heir to the Michelob?
All right. Second round of voting. This time, I think it starts with Dom once again. It's the same. round.
I am voting for vacuum.
Oh yeah. We also, to be clear, you can't vote for the same thing twice.
So my vote comes from the fact that I think that it deserves a much higher place on the list. But right now, I have to choose the best because I have integrity,
Yes, you do.
which a lot of you guys don't fucking have.
Right. I don't.
So
I have low integrity.
right. So I choose vacuum.
All right, and I choose.
Obsessed with vacuums. I love vacuums.
Yeah, I should have known.
I've had a lot of. I've had every make, model, manufacturer vacuums, including.
You're more of a vacuum guy than I
from the
am.
60s.
It's at this point that I should say I do own a
through
shop
the
vac.
90s, and I currently own 3 Dyson vacuum cleaners.
Solid.
Big vacuumer. And
Know
Dom,
your audience,
and
folks.
Dom, you're fucking wrong about not needing a vacuum. Sweeping, fuck that, dude. Vacuums
Yeah,
are way
vacuum's
easier.
way better and faster.
Yeah, and the cordless Dyson is probably the best invention in the 21st century.
So it kind of has to get number 10. My number 10 vote would now be for toaster because I considered putting it on my list. I didn't put it on my list, but it's definitely a reasonable response. And also, pizza never tastes better than out of a nice pizza oven.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking
So,
keeping it real, dude.
again, we started off strong, all respectable answers, but there can only be one. Number 10 best appliances of all time is the vacuum.
Write it down.
All right, go get your poster board.
All right.
Oh wait, you didn't bring one?
I did
I
not.
thought you liked this podcast.
I did not bring one. Vamp for me.
Oh.
There are no poster boards.
So Dylan, what do you think about like
That's not what we're
capital gains and stuff?
to number 9.
Question.
Our number 9 best appliance. Dylan will start this round, and we'll probably take a commercial break after this round. But we're gonna get deep in the list here. For our number 9 option, vacuum is secured a spot on the board, and Dylan gets to put his next option up for mighty number 9, the indie-funded Mega Man ripoff game that bombed.
Officially invented in 1858, the year of Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
It says we all know it. 1858, good year, right?
Yeah, just
I
after
think-
the
Yeah, that's
Civil
a very
War.
good year. Actually, that year was named after Goodyear of the Goodyear blimp because that's when the Goodyear blimp was first.
Some people
It's
don't know that.
also the year of the bottle of Seagrams that we drank today.
Mm-hmm.
By
about 100 years.
Yes, I mean the whiskey was 6 years old when it was bottled, but it was bottled in 1856. Yes.
Yeah, pretty cool. Is the washing machine.
Wow.
And-
Early on the list.
I do think that's very low on the list.
I think it's
And
low on
why
the list
do I
for how
say
good
this?
it is.
Because I live
and you're
for-
talking about the
Now-
clothes washing machines. We should be distinct about this.
Clothing.
This is true.
Some of these things might have multiple meanings,
Because for thousands of years before that, it was a washing board, which looks like a ripped
which looks like
condom.
my abs.
Yeah, it looks like those abs. Yeah, exactly. So
I can't show it because it's too hot.
Yeah, you scrub shit,
YouTube
whatever
will-
it is.
YouTube
It's a
will.
big fucking piece of shit work,
Toot,
whatever
toot.
it is. And as someone who used to ride my bike to the laundromat for a decade with a 50-pound army rucksack full of my dirty clothes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would wash them in the bathtub
Just to save time and effort.
just to save time and effort. And it's a lot of goddamn work, dude.
yeah.
It's crazy. Then I have to hang them up and put a fan on them and dry them out.
we were
It's a
born in a
fucking
time that they already existed, so we don't know a world.
for like 50.
I know the world before it because I did it because I was trying to find a better way. Because I'm like, fuck.
Like the
this.
cell phone.
It's so much time and work to wash clothes,
Yeah.
and your clothes have.
You need to wash them.
Joe and Dom,
They
tell
get
me,
stinky.
tell me what your clothes could have on them.
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce,
Joe's hair.
Joe's hair,
Crab apple juice.
crab apples,
Dylan's hair.
Dylan's hair, shit, jizz,
Amoxicillin.
amoxicillin,
Decent amount of vomit.
Goo
vomit,
Dog
beer,
shit.
dog
Oh,
shit.
I have gotten chicken shit on my clothes before.
dog shit, chicken shit, all these things.
WD-40 and WD-69.
Yeah, exactly. All these things.
WD-420?
Water displacement 40 is what that stands for. And
What?
yeah,
Really?
WD stands for
We
water
don't have time.
displacement.
We don't have time for this.
Wow. Only didn't evaporate so quickly.
Yeah, so water displacement 40, but like, so it's just a lot of work. So the washing machine in
What was it? Oh,
1858,
yeah.
one guy was like, I'm gonna create the rotary washing machine, and it's
it a
the
Mazda?
one that does this because they had some other agitator.
Oh, no, so at first it was the face-forward one, not the top-down one.
Is
that what I guessed it was, the top
They
down?
call it top. They call it
top
load,
down
front load.
until
I don't want to say top load was invented first. And then,
top load was invented first for sure.
Alright, so that's what- yeah.
yeah, and it wasn't until later that the front loader. But that's a fucking seriously good invention.
it is.
Washing clothes takes.
Whenever you're without
time.
it, just like Dylan said, if you don't have one, it immediately becomes much more valuable. It's
Yeah.
already more valuable, but
Just
if you
like a
don't-
toaster.
if you don't have it in your house, it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I know. sucks.
It's the worst.
I was in apartments for a long time without them, and it's just a bullshit game.
Yeah, great fucking choice. Way too early on the list, I'd say.
I know, I hear you, dude. You fucked up too. So
but you know, it's power rankings, so you
Yeah.
gotta do it. All right, so mine for number 9. Again, I don't remember my list. I gotta keep looking at it. Oh yeah. I'll start it out this way. It's not the way you certainly cook things is specific, but this particular way of cooking things is so unique that you'll never recreate at your house. Fuck your oven. Fuck your skillet.
You're gonna do this right now?
Whatever you think you're gonna do, you can't handle it, because what I'm talking about is a deep fryer, also known as the fryolator. You put the basket in, you put vegetable oil, cooking oil, or animal fat, like you used to do that. You crank it up to fucking 700 degrees, you drop it in there. You hear that sound? That's delicious. Only way to cook French fries, chicken tenders, chicken fingers, put them in your oven. Go ahead. It's just like I want to do French fries at McDonald's, Mom. Oh, we have French fries at home. Or Ida, frozen pieces of chunk. We'll put it in the oven for 400 degrees for 10 hours, and it'll taste like wet noodles. Fuck that. The Fryolator rocks. It'll bring anything back to life, and it makes it the most delicious, crispy flavor you're ever gonna have. And most people don't have them at home because they're not mass, produced and easy to set. But nowadays, more and more versions of it. Basically, what I'm saying is that it makes the most delicious meal I can think of. I love me some good chicken French fries, chicken fingers, chicken waffles. I can get in there, fry it up in the Fryolator, grill it up, and if you want to be really risky, throw some ice cubes in there. It really bubbles over quite a bit. It makes a really fun sound.
Really?
Yeah. And
have you ever done that before?
I've done it, and it's.
Well, what job establishment was that at?
Marlboro Hospital. I used to throw ice cubes in there when I was
I
bored.
thought you were gonna say 99. You can't see it.
Well, I wouldn't go in the kitchen 99. I was a server. But that's my pick, the Fryolator. I mean, picture any delicious fried food you ever have. It wasn't on, an iron skillet on your stove. It wasn't in your oven for 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Or in a vacuum.
It was in a vacuum. It was in a Fryolator for about 6-7 minutes. Golden, crispy, delicious. The Fryolator. I'm so glad it exists. So much great food coming from there. If it didn't exist, I'd be pissed.
Bill Cosby couldn't sit there himself, dude.
Thanks.
Work on that.
Thanks. Dom, your number 9 pick.
Well,
for
for my number 9.
Okay.
No problem.
No.
Wow, just
For
go.
my number 9 is I think this is gonna be pretty unexpected. I'm pretty.
I expected you to say that.
I'm pretty certain that it won't be on either of your lists higher than this.
Okay.
And it's something that just really makes everything that this does so much easier, all in one. And that is a bread baker.
Bread baker.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
You're really gonna have to defend this one.
Well,
Because
see,
you just picked bread baker, and you picked it again.
Well, see, I didn't say baker. I said maker.
Okay. I thought you said baker.
See, because the thing about making bread is you spend all that time. You got to knead it. You got to really work it in.
I need it.
Then you got to put it in the oven and
Right.
make sure you don't burn it, don't too high, right level. You can't put it up too
The
high.
toaster
you can't
is
put
the
it too
second
low in
time you
oven.
cook the bread. The first time is
Yes, but the bread maker, you make your dough, you put it in, it mixes it for you, and then it bakes it in the same container it was mixed in.
Wow.
You can put it up on your counter. It's electric. You just-
Woogie.
This is why we love him. And then you just hit go, and it fucking makes bread.
Wow. I didn't know it stirred it for you, too.
It does. I grew up with a bread maker. My mom makes bread with it all the time. It's the most delicious bread I've ever had have come out of that bread maker. That's my pick for number 9, the bread maker.
Delicious bread. So we have the bread maker, the Fryolator, and what Dylan said that I already forgot.
The washing machine.
The washer. Damn, that's a good one. All right, so Dylan, you get to vote first this time.
Washing machine.
Wash machine.
End of story.
Yeah.
Wash machine.
I mean, I really can't vote against.
But
Even if it's the
can
first
I?
round,
I need to
wash
argue.
machine
I do
wrong.
need to argue against the Fryolator, even though we're all picking washing machine.
All right.
There
Against
is
it or for
nothing
it?
a Fryolator can do that you can't do with a frying pan and oil.
Just did it last night.
It's true, but it's not as good, and you know that, and I knew you were gonna say that, and you know that too.
Last night I
It's not as good.
Last
It
night,
cooks just as fast.
Doesn't
It makes it taste just as good.
not as good.
Last
If you
night-
know what you're fucking doing, it's the exact same.
Last night I
It tastes
got
different, and you know
I got
it.
a gift of 20 raw oysters that I had to de-shuck. I had to
What the
shuck.
fuck were you
Terrible
doing?
gift.
I had to shuck raw oysters, And I was scared to eat them raw, which I do always, but they were a gift, so I didn't really know. So I fried them in a pan with butter.
I'm sure it tasted delicious.
And they were fucking great. I did the egg, the flour.
Put an egg in there too,
and
so
then
you can throw up.
Well, you take that.
You're
raw
fucking
oyster,
gross.
Dude, the worst part is I wrote an argument against washing machine and I still fucking voted for it.
It's gross.
I know. It's okay.
My argument
well,
was my argument is no other appliances possibly point operated. But
guys.
it's still number 9.
Still early in the list. You might be wrong.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our. We'll take a first break.
Our first commercial break.
He once made a meerkat question his sexuality. He's wanted in 7 systems. He is crunbelievable. Dylan Reed.
See, the thing about Brian is when we got to the cabin and I heard him talk, like I hadn't seen him in like probably 8-10 years.
It was that long, really?
It was Amanda's freshman year of high school.
No,
college.
You seen him at my party.
2014 or
so it's probably like 2012, 2013.
Yeah, so probably that's
still a long
almost
time.
10 years.
Right, yeah.
The first time I walked in, you weren't there yet. It was you, Aaron, Andrew, and Brian. I think that was it at the time.
Yeah.
And Brian talked, and I was like, is that what he's always sounded like? Sounds like a little bit like a bitch. After like an hour, I was like, no, that's what he sounds like. He's always sound like that. He's always like a bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking Canadian. He likes English, soccer.
Welcome back to the Dylan and Joe Basement Podcast. We are 2 ranks into our list here. We're going to the hot seat because now we're at number 8. Best appliances. Full stop. It's now my turn to start the list. It's my turn to vote. And my number 8 pick is something, there's that old phrase,
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
You get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Exactly, and this focuses in right to this, which is, you don't know what you got till it's gone. And that's exactly how I feel with this appliance. I lived with it growing up. I had no purpose to deal with it. And then I moved out. I was a young man on my own, and fucking A, does this suck to do. And not only does it suck to do, unlike other household chores that can pile up discreetly, this piles up noticeably, smellily. It invades your house. It drains on your psyche at any given moment. You go walking by your kitchen and grab a nice little slice of cheese to eat.
Dude, I have a VCR rewinder on my list too.
Exactly. And my entire sink is piled up with old shit from yesterday. I'm of course talking about the greatest invention of all time, which I now have again, and I cannot go without the dishwasher. It's unreal. I've worked as a dishwasher professionally. Worst job ever. I've washed dishes by hand for years and years in my apartments. Sucks absolute ass. I'd almost rather have a dishwasher than a washing machine, or a last rank thing, because the washing machine, it's once a week or whatever, twice a week. The dishwasher thing, it piles up, it stinks up the whole house, and the amount of effort saved, which I think is a big part of appliances we'll find on this list, it's all effort. It's easy, just get some rubber gloves, put some Dawn soap. I mean, I've done it, and I did it up until last year, and I've done it before, and like I said, I got paid to do it on hospital trays and old lady jizz all over the oatmeal cups.
Where you clean the old lady jizz, or you clean the old lady jizz off of something?
Both. And that's what I'm saying about this, and it's number 8 is the dishwasher. It's fucking phenomenal. I'll never go back from it. And I'm actually convinced that I'll buy one of those portable ones you can hook up to the sink and just do it in your kitchen in the corner, because I fucking hate washing dishes. I'll wash pots, I'll wash pans. It's not that crazy, but the dishwashing thing, it's out of control. I love nothing more than to end the night, stack it up in the thing, hit go, you're done. Dishwasher number 8. No fucking brainer. Try to beat that. Dom.
No brainer. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, so my number 8 is something that isn't as necessary as a fucking dishwasher. That should be way higher than number 8. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Where's the rest of my list?
My choice for number 8, which I had to change because of the wash machine that won the last round.
Oh yeah, that's why we have to have the bullpen.
And I had it written as a note, specifically actually for number 8 was if. What was I saying? No, I had number 8. I had
Focus, Daniel-san, focus.
I had a
power.
wash machine for number 8, and I had, as a note, I had an arrow going to it. If this gets picked before this, use this one next. So I'm not changing that based on what I'm hearing. I'm going off of my initial instinct when I wrote this list before this started.
Respect.
Number 8, I'm saying the ceiling fan.
Ooh, ceiling fan.
Not only does it bring you,
Watch him dig his grave for 5 minutes.
Hey, you can help me.
No.
Not only, like, it's a... Fuck, dude, I don't know.
You better start talking.
Not only do ceiling fans, they give you a breeze from the top. Dude, I can't fucking do this.
Headwinds?
Dude, just do it. Make it happen. You got this.
Hold on,
I
let me get
promise.
some liquid courage right here.
This doesn't bode well for his coding block.
Look at the caveman from Trailer Park Boys.
Sam.
He does. Look at Sam.
Ceiling fans.
Dude, that's
Not a compliment.
It's a fan. It works very well. It never gets in your way. You have a box fan, tower fan. You can bump into it. You have to plug it in separately. This is wired directly into your house. Flip a switch, it turns on. It has 2 settings. It can blow air down or suck air up.
And you never know when it's quite done spinning, do you?
This is true. Multiple settings. Say you have a fire going. You want to blow the heat down. If it's hot, you want to suck the heat up. It can do everything. Also, it's great.
Number
Dylan.
8, ceiling fan. Dylan, you're next.
All right, guys. Thanks for those two phenomenal
Gesundheit.
introductions to appliances. My number 8 is invented in 1889.
Wow.
Dude's got dates.
And I wish it was invented sooner, actually, because a couple times I was at my family's beach cottage, which was built in the 30s,
Brag.
and the hot water heater
Tell us more.
broke when me and my brother used to just chill there all the
Spoiler
time
alert.
because no one else would go because it was like run down, kind of like a homeless encampment, and that's how I liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm mad that it's been rebuilt.
Yeah, me too.
And the hot water heater broke, so we couldn't take showers.
I mean, you can still take them.
It was cold, and I don't
You
really
take 'em raw.
want that. As someone who cold showers every day at the end for like 45 seconds,
Brag.
I was trying to figure out how I could take that hot water heater and put on the roof and have the sun heat it to make a thing, and I wasn't successful. So my
How do you think with your death sticks?
so my number 8 is the hot water heater. Because
Oh my god! You can't pick that! It's his number 1 pick. We already established you can't steal number 1.
Okay,
And we said that earlier.
I didn't know that. So
You were here
Sure.
when we said it.
How has that never happened before? You're
reversing
so
my number,
out of
because
it.
of the hot water issue. My
I was like, he's not gonna pick that.
My
That's
number-
kind of funny you said
I
that.
really thought
Because
you
it's
were
your
gonna
number 1.
my number 8
It'll be something else.
My
That was your number 8?
No. This is my number 8 pick. It's not the hot water heater. It's a joke.
Oh my god.
It was a joke. My number 8 pick.
I am flustered.
My number 8 pick.
I can't wear these anymore.
My number 8 pick is the domestic robot.
Dude, I almost
From the article?
I almost put that for
Because-
10.
Just say Roomba.
Yeah, because I
yell.
gave them a website with all the 46 appliances, and we were all working off the same list.
Well,
Just so you know.
At least you can say Roomba to say
That's where he got
No,
a domestic
not
robot.
I'm not talking about Roomba because sometimes,
That's a name
sometimes
brand.
you want hot water.
There's
and
no
a
other domestic
robot
robots that
can-
you
can
use.
Yeah,
spray the
I don't like
water.
jacuzzis. I only like hot tubs.
So my number 8 pick is the domestic robot. 'Cause
Which one?
sometimes you need it. I think the one that we all envision to be the.
No. I'm already voting it. This is a fucking ruined round. A robot that doesn't exist in the future, or Dom's number 1 pick. There's no options.
Dylan's pick for number 8 appliance, a 40-year-old Mormon woman.
Okay, done. All right, perfect. 40-year-old woman
Has to exist already, obviously.
40-year-old
Obviously has to exist in the real world.
A 40-year-old Mormon woman is my number 8 pick.
I will do that again.
because
Oh my
she
God.
is the ultimate.
Dude, she runs on electricity.
She runs electricity. And
She's full of gas.
She's full of gas, and she can provide you hot water. She can provide you toaster.
Dude, just run me hot water. She
stuff.
puts me in hot water.
All the stuff that we talked about, she can do. So my number 8 pick is the 40-year-old Mormon.
Domestic robot.
Mormon woman.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, 40-year-old Mormon woman is my pick.
Is this the earliest we've gone off the rails?
We have dishwasher, ceiling fan, and Mormon woman. I'll vote for dishwasher because obviously
Nice.
that's the best
Dude, it's
one.
a good pick, dude.
Ceiling fan's cute and it looks nice. It's barely functional, and in new houses and future houses where they eventually have robots
it's a good
capable
pick.
of taking care of your house,
It's a really
they'll
good
never
pick.
have ceiling fans again. Central AC, hello, Earth to Central AC. We're welcome.
I am voting for ceiling fan because I believe the dishwasher
Don't you dare
should
vote for
be
your own.
much
Better pick
higher
your
up
own.
on this list than number 8.
You fucking don't.
The main reason why I'm not voting for dishwasher is because it's way too low to vote for dishwasher now.
All the more reason to keep it in because now you can't put it later.
Yeah, well, you fucked that up
All
yourself.
the more reason to vote it in now.
I'm voting
There's
for
no
ceiling fan.
dishwasher in this category.
That's fine. That
Unless-
shouldn't be
unless
this low.
it's the
That's why I voted for
I'd rather
dishes.
have it not in the list than
Oh my
be this
My
low.
washing machine was number 4. That's why I voted for Dylan. Yeah.
Who fucked this up?
All right,
You did.
Siegel. All right, anyways, vote.
Ceiling fan. I said
You.
it multiple times.
Mormon woman.
Fuck you. I knew as soon as I said don't fucking do it, he's gonna do it. All right, one more round. Am I gonna argue again? Nothing to argue about. I can't vote for
Joe's getting
dishwasher.
mad, guys. Everyone,
Ugh.
on your Teslas, make sure you hit pause.
I will always be the curmudgeon of the podcast. I now have to vote for ceiling fan begrudgingly, and I can't believe it might win now.
And unfortunately, I'm going to vote for a Mormon woman.
Joe, what was your pick?
Dishwasher.
I vote dishwasher.
All right. So, do you want to open up the debate again, or can we?
I think we can debate again.
All right. Well,
Starting with this.
mine's still the
ugly
best.
fella.
Yours is still the equivalent of a Glade plug-in, which is nice that it's there, but I don't need
Well,
it.
no.
Mine is a necessary
It's not
part of
that.
living.
Ceiling fan does not provide scent like a Glade plug-in.
You understand? It's called an analogy. It's drawing a
It
comparison.
wasn't a very good one.
You
Well,
didn't say anyone.
This man didn't graduate college.
The thing with the ceiling fan is that no one knows is that it has 2 settings.
Yeah.
he did say it as part of his argument
For
earlier.
first directions, it pulls heat up or it pushes
Yes.
cold air down.
That's
Depending on
exactly what he
season
said to
depending
the
it
word.
is. Yeah.
I didn't listen.
Well, it's almost like you did
I'm
because
surprised.
it's so accurate to what he said before. All right.
The little black switch, guys. If you're on the listening to the podcast, flip it in the summer and the winter. It'll save.
Makes a
heat.
huge difference.
Huge difference. Pushes the heat down.
Not a bigger difference than a dishwasher, though, because it washes your dishes for you. And you can have all other kinds of fans or kinds of heating and cooling units in your house without having to have a plug-in light bulb in the ceiling that's a nightmare to take away.
It doesn't plug in. It's wired directly. Unlike a dishwasher, you have to plug in.
Dom, do you need this?
It's wired in directly through pipes.
It's all
Jerry.
pipes, Jerry. It's all
All right,
pipes.
I get to vote again. You don't have to vote for the same thing twice, which means I vote for dishwasher.
Wait, hold on.
I can't vote for dishwasher.
You can't vote for a Mormon woman.
You can't vote for it 2 times in a row.
Exactly.
Alright, well, I'm voting for ceiling fan.
What did I
Dylan,
vote for?
you have the tiebreaker.
What did I vote for?
I think you voted for...
Last time you did, I don't know.
Oh, well, boy, it's gonna be rough. I feel like you did dishwasher No, we all did our own the first time. And did you do dishwasher this time?
You did dishwasher second time. I haven't voted for dishwasher yet.
So you might have to do ceiling fan. It might win by default.
I vote for ceiling fan.
Ceiling fan gets it. The number 8 appliance, dishwasher, who needs it? Ceiling fan. That's what we need, ceiling fan. Which I bet 95% of our listeners don't even own one of them. But I bet they all own dishwashers because they own homes.
I have 3. 2 set up, 1 isn't set up.
That doesn't count as 3. All right, now on to our next one. We have number 7 here on the podcast, folks. The Dylan Joe Basement Podcast. Our 7th best appliance of all time. Dom, take it away.
Well, I will say, as heated as that last conversation got about something being too low on the list, honestly, I do believe this one is too low on the list, but I set my list and I'm not straying from it. My choice number 7 is the microwave.
Too low.
See, but I have lived
I'm
quite
curious,
well.
what else you guys have on the list? The top 5, you picked, hot water heater, microwave. I mean, you guys are crazy.
We're not doing top 5 yet.
Joe, things are spicing up.
What I'm saying is that you're picking the top 5 for your number 8 and 7. I can't imagine what you have up there. I
Well,
can't
see,
wait
Joe,
to see
I
it.
think what you're forgetting is that people have different opinions on things.
Well,
And you think everything's however you want to say it.
Yes.
Just because your name is second in the podcast name doesn't mean that you're hot shit fire.
yeah,
Guy
it's
Fieri.
unrelated but also true. Anyways,
Flavor
go ahead.
Town.
That's my fault. I shouldn't have interrupted you. Go ahead.
Did you hear that, folks?
The microwave.
He admitted.
The microwave, which I was going to pick as number 1 but didn't. Go ahead, Dom.
See, the thing about microwave, I didn't think it should be higher, but I lived for multiple
you don't
years
use a microwave.
without it.
Yeah.
I have a microwave at my house right now that this man graciously gave me. I had to heat up Chinese sausage last night. You know what I fucking did?
Chinese
I
sausage?
put it in the oven
Fuck's
to
a
warm it
Chinese
up.
sausage?
I have
It's
no
red.
idea. It's
You
tiny.
don't know what a
too.
Chinese sausage is?
No.
I
It's
don't
fucking
know.
red, and it's a
Wait,
sausage.
are you saying sausages or sausage is?
Sausages.
I still don't know.
Like a sausage.
Oh, you're saying saucer jizz.
Sausage.
Joe likes saucers full of jizz. No, I'm saying, you do not need a microwave. Oh,
But you don't need a dishwasher either. But what a
Exactly.
What a lovely
That's
life
why I
we have
didn't
here.
fucking vote for it.
You definitely
I
don't need a
have
fucking
one.
ceiling fan. God damn. I actually agree with you. Sorry.
But yeah, microwave, that's my choice number 7. It's a great way to heat up food, but it does not deserve to be any higher than number 7. I don't
It's
know why.
fast.
I don't know why I'm voting
It's
against
super
myself.
fast jellyfish.
Super fast.
Dylan, your number 7 pick.
Also, it's
Hey,
radioactive.
don't say my number 1 pick, which I don't know if you even heard me.
It's
earlier.
not. I promise.
Thanks.
I probably know that. So my number 7 pick has to do with a lot of
Say
things
ASMR.
because we'd really be fucked without this, like for real,
Mm-hmm.
because you have to do it yourself.
Right. Which
You know what I mean?
sucks. That's what appliances are all about.
Yeah,
We
you
love
have-
appliances. I don't know if I said it earlier. We love appliances. That's why we're doing this podcast.
You'd have to sure do it yourself by hand, and as someone who has a lot of experience in this, I've made drapes, I've made pillows, and clothes actually.
Wow,
It's-
that's more than most people have it done.
Yeah, I've made a lot of things, and it was
Mistakes, number 1.
Really, it was when I was in my early
Hey,
20s. I
we're
had
both
that. I had
mistakes,
that
buddy.
that real.
Big fish.
American Dream.
Well, it's like an American dream. It is an American dream, but it's specifically about like
Specifically.
like a hedonistic.
By the way, folks, don't forget to notice that Dylan is currently looking at his phone to say this. Continue.
I'm not reading off a script though, so like
Yeah, but you always look at your phone, right?
I don't mean you read a script out.
it
No way you
wasn't.
do
So
that.
like a hedonistic pursuit is something that you do that's like
It's
meaningless.
living in the moment.
It's
even
like,
to the detriment
It's
of
kind
your
of like bullshit
future.
or whatever it is. But so I
It's
decided
indulgence.
I wanted to. I don't know.
What do you think it means then? I think it's living in the moment to indulging to the sense that.
Isn't that the
you're-
whole point of hedonism?
Yeah.
A hedonistic pursuit would be you want to have sex with people because you just want to have sex,
That's not what.
not
it means.
because you want to.
Wait, I thought you were talking about a sewing machine.
feel
That's not-
feel emotionally connected. Hedonistic from
The
what
rapid
I
fire super
from what
combo.
I know about hedonistic.
Combo.
From what hedonistic is that it's like it's very basic, very.
Yeah, but how did
what
you
it
get
is.
here?
Like men want sex because they just want to fucking jizz. But it's like no.
But you
men-
can want
men-
sex and prolong it. It's not hedonistic to prolong sex
It's-
to later.
it's hedonistic-
It's hedonistic to cheat on your spouse. That's hedonistic. It's
I get
living
it.
in the moment. indulging in your id.
Okay. Well, sewing is the same thing. So
Buttons.
So sewing machine.
So.
Invented in
SCW.
1859 is the mechanical
Oh,
Dude, he's got the dates.
mechanical sewing machine that is powered by either
By foot. It was foot first, I think.
pneumatic
It
power,
was foot first.
pneumatic power, or electricity.
Just like prom night.
The electric
Prom
sewing
night.
machine was invented in 1859, and it allows you to press a foot pedal and create stitches so you can make clothes or that type of shit. And if we didn't have that, we'd be doing it by hand. It's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not true because you can do it by foot.
But you wouldn't be able to
Thanks,
create
Tom.
the massive amount of clothes we have today, which is, if people could see what Savers looks like right now in the year 1850 or right before that, they would have blown their fucking mind.
25.
And I think
blew
sewing
their
machine.
fucking mind. So sewing machine.
I think sewing machine definitely deserves a spot on the list, and it also proves that Dylan picked all his picks off the list that Dom emailed us.
I think you
Because
did
who
too.
would have fucking thought of sewing machine?
Me, I own one.
I picked Friolator. You think that was on there?
I have
was.
I have my.
Was it really? I didn't even see it.
Dude, there's
have-
46 appliances. We have 30.
I didn't read it because I want to come up with my own fucking
I
answer.
have.
Oh.
I
There's
have.
only 7. How are we going to do this? Here you go, Joe. I didn't use the list.
Hey,
I'm
everyone,
glad you
I have,
did it.
I have
For
my,
example,
I have
to
my
copy the
grandma's 1960 Montgomery Ward sewing machine that I use. Just saying.
That's cool.
It requires oil. It's like a camshaft.
All right,
It's
did I
crazy.
go already?
No.
Okay.
Because I did microwave.
Okay, yeah. Speaking of devices to make your life easier, I'm talking about plugging it in and playing. Much like the microwave or like the sewing machine,
Butt plugs.
you could do it yourself. You could put your food in the oven and you could wait and wait and wait.
It does not take long.
You have to let it have the gas come in, ignite. It has to heat up over a long time. The sewing machine, you could do it yourself by hand, but what's the point of that? Let's get it fast. Let's make a machine over and over again. Microwave, zap, you're there. Mine's in the same sense. You plug it in, you have the same response, kind of, as having a nicely grilled steak. I'm of course talking about the lean, mean, fat grilling machine, the George Foreman grill.
It's the Mike Tyson grill.
Santa Claus.
The Mike Tyson grill.
The George
The
Foreman
Santa
grill,
Claus.
you can plug this thing into the wall like a toaster or microwave or even a sewing machine, and you can grill within your house. It drains the fat off of it, keep
If
it
you're
lean
fat.
and mean, and you grill it up right on your kitchen counter, wherever you can do it. It basically has the grill marks on there. You spice it up real fast, and we all have the same category here. It's stuff you can already do. It takes longer and more effort, or you can do it fast. You can grill faster. You can sew faster. You can cook faster. And I think mine is the best. Thank you, George Foreman, for being a great boxer and having 20 kids, and 12 of them, all the boys, are named George Foreman.
Some of the girls are.
And that's not a joke.
Some of the girls are.
They have-
Georgia.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Georgia. He has.
He
yeah.
named, I mean, not only did he name all his kids the same name, it's his name. The guy's an absolute psycho, and obviously some grilling company took his name for it, which is insane to get a boxer, but I'm talking about George Foreman Grill here. That's my number 7 vote here, folks, is the George Foreman Grill. And the voting starts with Dom. Go, Dom.
No chance is that gonna win.
No way.
So, my
my
only
favorite's my number 2.
my only problem with the George
Which means I'm gonna vote
Foreman
for it, not
grill
yours. I don't want it either.
that
do you want
Joseph
that? That's
ourself said was that he said sews faster, and you said cooks faster, cooks faster.
Did I say that?
You did.
I'm going to say grills faster.
You probably did. But the thing about microwave,
Go to the
is
tapes.
most of the times you're not necessarily cooking, you're reheating.
Yes.
That being said,
It's best
the
for that.
George Foreman grill, the reason it's so great is it literally grills both sides at the
Grate.
same time. That's why I said
That's a
that
good
you're
point.
doubling the grill
Right.
surface. It's electric, so it's not as good as a
Woogie,
propane
woogie, woogie.
or a charcoal grill. But there's no denying how revolutionary it was in bringing grilling into your home. So my vote is going to be for the George Foreman grill.
I love it. Dylan, your vote?
All right, so we have George Foreman grill, we have sewing machine, and we have Dom. What'd you pick?
Microwave.
Microwave.
Ugh, it's
Fragile.
it's gonna be the microwave. End of story.
Okay, I also picked microwave because it was my number 2, and it's maybe the best appliance ever. Microwave wins. Much like Siegel coming in early in the contest.
Yeah, that was like 7 or 8, 7,
Um,
5. You got so mad at me.
I don't know.
For doing
I'm
that.
still mad at you, dude.
Dude, Seagull should have been higher.
Number
I
7
didn't expect it to make
is
it.
the Microwave, which I definitely think is OP. I actually wrote microphone, but here we go. Microwave,
You are a
number
microphone.
7. Number 6 on our list here before we take another commercial break. Before we break the top 5, number 6, Dylan goes first on this one.
Okay, it's a little more specific than usual. Hence Joe putting on the Sam from Trailer Park Boys sunglasses with the bee decals. He looks
Decals.
like a bee. Decals, yeah. Is the original?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
So specifically the 1940s
Ooh,
refrigerator.
we've reached the
Dylan
20th
with the
century.
date.
The refrigerator.
The 1940s. It was invented in 1913, but it didn't really become mass produced until.
We're not talking about an ice box here. We're talking about a Freon, air compressed, the real
the
shit.
whole thing. But the 1940s one was wicked good. You can still use them today.
Wicked good.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Dom's parents had one at their house with a pool noodle on the outside, so they didn't get shot.
From
And
the
I
50s.
follow this guy on
There's
TikTok.
a short circuit from the light bulb.
I follow this guy on TikTok who does a lot of like analysis of refrigerators. He pulls up like a modern day Frigidaire versus a 1940s
Built to last fridge.
built to last fridge. The 1940s built to last fridge actually consumes less power.
Wow. Because they had less power. then.
Really?
Yeah, it's more efficient.
That's very surprising.
More
They don't give a
efficient.
shit. They just build it cheap
Yep,
and they
and
pump
it
it
works.
out.
But they now, but back then they made them to last.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Jesus, goddamn.
You
Christ.
immediately think I'm disagreeing with you just because of my tone.
Yeah, I will say I was
like, yeah,
preparing myself.
now they just pump them out, and you're like, oh yeah, like
I was
not
fully-
used to. Like,
I was
yes.
fully preparing myself to argue against the electricity usage, but you just blew that out of the water for me.
This guy, he
blew
runs
up
he
fuse.
runs like 3 in a row for like a week, and then he talks about their usage.
What's he put in there?
And it's less.
Does he put anything in there, or just a thermometer?
It's less. No.
Because what if it tastes bad?
No, he hooks up a device in between the wall and the machine.
Oh, he's taking in their kilowatt power.
Yes, and it's less.
Wow, I'm impressed
That's
with
very
that.
interesting.
Yeah, it's really good.
Wow.
I wonder if that's based off of the refrigerant they're using back then, because worse for the ozone, but better, more efficient for cooling.
Yeah, I don't know.
That might be part of it, but I also
Could be.
think that it's the power grid was not as strong in 1950 as it is now. You had fuse boxes at the time.
They
Strong
did.
possibility.
I know, but those fridges are the shit. And if you guys can get one, you should just replace your fridge with them because they're fucking.
Dude,
cool.
I love shit.
Don't
Alright.
love shit, dude.
I'm in my number 6 pick here. We're almost in the top 5. In my number 6 pick, again, I had fridge. Basically, everything on the list so far I had on my list later, and I have to take it off. But that's part
It's
of the
a
game.
hard game.
It's harder for
It
this
happens
because
to you a lot,
there's
actually.
only it's kind of like it's not like picking birds or mammals. It's like picking the top 5 best things that you grab before you leave the house. We all have the same fucking things. Here's mine. Now, we talk about getting things done faster and more convenient, which is a big part of appliances. But how about getting things done the right way? Gone are the days of lighting a fire with some kindling outside of your tent, wigwam,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even teepee.
Mm-hmm.
And now are the days of instant fire. Pull the thing up, grab your grill brush, grab your spatula, and put some nice marinated tips and wings on there. My number 6 pick, the propane grill, the outside
Oh,
grill,
yeah,
the
dude.
better
Hell
version
yeah.
of the George Foreman grill.
Dude, that's
I mean,
nice.
you can just ask Hank Hill about propane and propane accessories. I'm a Strickland native myself. I want to have that nice grilled outside, popping in a couple of burgies, a couple of steak tips on the grill on a nice summer day. I can't beat it. Sure, having a fire is nice, but the amount of time you have to wait is such a pain in the ass. And that's what appliances are all about: convenience and efficiency and quality. And nothing better than popping open that nice propane grill to cook it up. You pick your brand. I don't care what you say. My number 6 pick, the propane grill. You can't cook it better. Dom?
Well, before I say mine, Dylan, I forget what yours was.
It was the fridge.
1940s fridge.
It was the fridge. Okay. So honestly, between
Be honest.
hearing while we were talking about Dylan's refrigerator, I was looking at my list. You've seen it. I was right here. I was thinking about changing my decision, but I'm gonna stick by it.
You have to.
I don't think it's gonna win, but I think it will throw them off their rhythm. My choice number 6 is the ice maker. Now, the thing about the ice maker is, there's a couple of ways to have it. You can have a standalone ice maker. You plug in, you pour water into it. It has a reservoir. It makes
And who
ice.
does that? John Wayne Gacy?
I'm sorry, you're talking to me with those glasses on? Like you know what you're saying?
Who has a standalone ice maker? What kind of... Either you're an industrial kitchen, or who are you?
Oh, who has a Frylater in their house? That's right. Joseph Collins an idiot.
Standalone ice maker. I mean, that's not your
But
pick. Your
don't
pick is ice maker.
forget that another option is that there are many refrigerators with built-in ice makers in their freezer.
Right.
To the point where it has become standard in this day and age to buy a refrigerator where the freezer, which I will say, it is a separate part of the refrigerator, because the 1940s fridge that he's talking about, they didn't have much for freezers. It was
Yeah,
a
he must
tiny
have
little
freezer
box.
on his list later.
The ice maker is included in the modern refrigerator, to the point where many people can't live without it. You're gonna go buy ice, your refrigerator can make it for you. That's why
Ice
my
tray.
pick for number 6 is the ice maker.
Good choice, Tom. Thanks for
Well said. Well, way to defend the worst thing we've heard so far tonight.
Yeah, thanks for enlightening the whole group here.
Literally, fridges have it. You just said it. Sewing machine, what? The on switch. Dylan, you had to vote first. Do we want to recap? Because we can't remember what we fucking said anyway.
So I have 1940s fridge. Joe has propane grill.
Propane grill.
Dom has ice maker. I choose propane grill because they're just fucking good.
I choose fridge. Not only is it one of the best inventions of all time, it keeps all your food fresh for much longer. We used to salt meats and stick them outside and just hope they don't rot. Now I get the fridge. You don't have to get ice and put it in a box. It makes its own ice by cooling the situation. Fridge is my pick.
So before the fridge, I just want to enlighten everybody, is that there's a couple different things. For thousands of years, we used to dig holes in Egypt and the Middle East and places where
The
it was
royalty.
crazy in Israel and Babylon and Iraq and these things. They would have
Hey,
these
they've
big
been
giant,
babbling on Iraq for years.
it had these big giant pyramids that were just for keeping food cool, wicked cool. And then
So
second thing is that once we realized that ice was a big thing, we would have
Outrageous fun.
they would have ice farms in the winter. That
There's
would,
still places that sell ice.
but no, I
as a
know,
resource.
like they would have ice farms. They had a special
Again,
saws.
I'm agreeing with you.
They had special saws that would cut farms of ice.
Special
and lakes.
sauce, lettuce,
like-
cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Yeah, and they would cut ice, and then store that ice all summer in these places. That's how they did it. It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Very cool, my friend. Just want to say, but I choose barbecue.
Dom, your vote.
See, now, I think one thing that my fellow mates here and I'm thinking of, although it does kind of tie
Checkmate.
into what Dylan was going to say, is the necessity for cold
The bare necessity.
ice. Take one of the greatest beers of all time, Narragansett Lager.
I was going to say natty ice.
What did they do during Prohibition? They
Good question.
turned into an ice company. They had the glycol chillers. They made ice the entire time they couldn't make alcohol. They stayed in business. As soon as Prohibition was over, they started right back to beer. Which means that you don't really need ice, which is why I'm voting for refrigerator.
Refrigerator takes the number 6 spot of best appliance. Your second fridge, again, I picked it for my number 5, so I have to cross that out the list.
I will say one reason why I'm voting for a fridge now is because I didn't put it in my list at all because I was expecting it to be one of your number ones.
Yeah, that's not a bad guess at all. But again, way too low on the list. But again, it wins, which means the top 5 is going to be a contentious bout. And that also brings us to our next commercial break. Dylan, take us away.
We're here, guys. This is our next commercial break, brought to you in part by the Dylan Joe Basin Podcast.
Nailed it as always. We'll see you next
See you next time.
I did put you in the hot seat.
You scared me.
Dude, this is a great one. I think this is so great.
It's always great.
This
It's
is
cool.
so. This is the most unhinged episode I think we've ever done together.
And there's been no podcast in the history of Earth that has done this.
We're the first.
I am a man who walks alone.
Good?
And when out.
His name is Joe Collins, coming in from the dark deep of the hellhole of the upper north. Joe Collins makes his way down the staircase to bring you a special podcast as a co-host of one of the most famous podcasts in the whole entire world, Joseph Collins, lover of beer and jewel. His name is Joe Collins.
Hey, welcome back to the Dylan Joe Basement Podcast.
And when you have chainsaw, they mix them too, so it's oil and gas mixed to mix.
Okay, that's fine.
So welcome back to Dylan Joe Basement Podcast. We're all back. We're here. We're gonna hit number 5.
Hell yeah. Number 5, best appliances. It's Joe's turn to go. And what I'm going to say for number 5 is highly defensible. Again, I had to change my number 5, my number 6, my number 2.
Yeah, we've all changed it. We don't say anything about it.
I know, but I'm saying so about it.
Joe's a bitch.
My number 5 is now. I'll paint a picture for you. This is not a common product, but if you have it, you know it, you love it, and you need it. Dylan, I need you to listen to this especially. You get home from a day of working in the boardroom. You know, the rat race, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
You get out there, you're making deals, you're willing, you're dealing. Maybe you pour yourself a little belt at lunchtime just to get rocking. You want me to wait?
No,
you're really fucking up my flow here, because if she answers, it's going to fuck up my whole
She
speech.
better answer.
I think she's going to be good, too.
Tell her it's important.
You can only
I'm
use
so sorry. I did not
You can only use one lifeline.
That.
You already used your phone a friend.
take a shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna take shit. You're fucking around the whole goddamn fucking podcast. We're
Last
like,
one to go to New Hampshire. Who was it?
This is gonna edit shitty.
It was Mark.
It's gonna be me talking again. You come home from work. You had a rough day at the office. You pour yourself a belt of whiskey at lunch.
Amanda fucking calls.
First day, Amanda calls. 9 days getting worse. And you come home and you look down at your old Betty Sue's here on your feet and you see that your nice leather-bound shoes are scuffed up.
That's fucking
fuck?
fraud.
What the fuck do I do now? I'm supposed to be a decent, upstanding individual. Well, now I'm going to have to polish them. I'm going to have to get down on my hands and knees, spit on a rag, and wipe my foot away. No! Because I bought a device that's invaluable.
No way.
The electric automatic shoe polisher. 2 brushes, one on each side, one for positive, one for negative. You know, it's a car battery. You put your food up there, put your shoe up, let it spin away, and polishes away.
One's red,
My
one's
number
black.
5, one red, one black. My number 5 pick, automatic shoe polisher for your house. Never bend over again. You don't need a servant. Your servant is electricity itself. Automatic shoe polisher.
Appreciate that. We
That's
can
weird.
show a video of that too.
We will. You're seeing it right now. As Dom comes up with his number 5 pick of best appliance. Dom, take it away.
So my number 5.
Go ahead and do that
appliance-
before your turn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Also, like Joseph Collins, is something that, you know, well, I mean, honestly, like all appliances, just makes life a little bit easier.
That's the whole thing.
My number 5 pick is the blender.
Nice.
Blender. I knew it'd make an appearance. I can't
Solid.
believe how far into it.
That's
Now-
solid.
Don't get confused.
No,
Don't
not
get
solid.
confused. It's very
Liquid.
opposite. But don't get confused with the juicer. This is not a juicer. Blenders have many options. It doesn't just blend.
I hate juicers.
His words, not mine. The thing with a blender is how. So, Dylan, let me ask you a question. If I were to give you no blender, and you had to make a strawberry daiquiri, how much time would it take for you to dice and grind up those strawberries to be in liquid form?
For one serving,
To serve 5 people.
that could take upwards of 15 to 25 minutes.
Oh my
With
god.
Now-
with a muddler, like a stone pestle.
Like
like a
a
maca
maca
latte.
pestle,
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
still couldn't.
Now,
It'd be good.
in a
It'd be
blender,
fucking
you
good.
can make 5
I like that,
servings
actually.
of daiquiris in 30 to 60 seconds.
The cavemen used to
Now,
do
how
that.
do I know this? I know
Caveman
my own
daiquiri.
father has made daiquiris with a blender off of a car battery in the parking lot for a Jimmy Buffett concert. Which, let's not forget, it is. We are filming this around
You're hearing about
around Christmas time, and Christmas has 2 major birthdays. Jesus H. Christ,
Yeah.
and our Lord and Savior, James Buffett.
Oh,
Do not
same
forget.
birthday.
And me.
Jimmy Buffett
No,
was born
no, you're
on
not.
December
You're
25th,
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
and he is the king of blended drinks.
His music sucks though.
Yeah, his music sucks dick.
So
Instead of his
we're
dumb
so
drinks, too.
fucking
If you
terrible.
want to
And his
make
restaurant's total
you want to
shit.
make your own juice, a protein mix, you want to make daiquiris, a margarita, you use a blender. My pick number 5.
On the blender thing.
Favorite
alone-
appliance of Jimmy Buffett.
Well, in the Jimmy Buffett thing alone, like one time a neighbor girl picked me up in her white Sebring with a white top and
Neighbor
white
girl.
leather.
I know who it is.
Joe
And
Collins.
No, it's no.
and we drove to like Target or something in a
No
white
shit, no way.
Sebring, white top, white leather, top down.
I'm still hard to think
listening
about it. His
to
story.
Jimmy Buffett on max volume, and to this day I've only been embarrassed twice as much. It was so embarrassing. So my pick on that note, because
It's more of a personal story.
look, blenders are cool. I'm down blender. I use a blender every day actually.
That's alright. You don't have to vote for his shit yet.
I'm
It's
going.
still your turn.
I use the small.
Dude, can I make a really fucked up
No,
joke right
no,
now?
you
I
can't.
use no, you can't. It's my turn.
You ceded your time to
So,
the gentleman from Marlboro.
I use a blender like on a daily basis because I'm going for gains.
I knew he was blending it. I knew both you fucking guys are gonna blend stuff, and I
I'm
was
going
like,
for gains.
I saw a blender in there. I'm like, I'm not gonna pick that because it's fucking lame.
If anyone asked the Dylan Joe Basin podcast, who's the fucking giant monster in the podcast, they go, oh, it's Dylan. He's a fucking meathead. He's so big.
He's all about gains. It's
He's
all he
about
talks
gains.
about.
He's just lifting all the time.
I
So
say, what do you want for
I do.
breakfast? He goes 12 eggs in a glass, please. And
In
I
a
go, you
glass,
sick
please.
fuck.
And
he
Joe goes, I want a turkey dinner.
and he goes,
Joe wants to dinner. I want 12 eggs mixed with peanut butter and spinach and milk.
and then he takes me over his leg and he snaps me like Bane and Batman.
Yeah, so
And
that's
that-
why they
that-
go. They
because
know
you're
me.
weak.
I'm about gains.
Exactly, that's the
so
point I'm trying
blenders
to
are
make.
cool, dude. I use the little like Nutra. It's not Nutra. It's whatever. But
Well,
anyway,
he made it very clear it's not that though.
all right, cool. So
Explicitly said it's not the Nutribullet.
it's a
Blend.
goddamn blender, just smaller.
Yeah.
So
Did you pick?
Hey, he said it.
No, I'm just saying is that
This is
Jimmy-
all a build
Jimmy-
up to his great answer.
No, my whole point is that Jimmy Buffett sucks.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we're talking about
Alright,
appliances.
let's take a vote. If Jimmy Buffett sucks, I'll say he does.
Definitely does. Yeah.
Okay, number 5 pick, Jimmy Buffett sucks.
Write it down.
I'm never coming on this podcast again.
So Joe, I'm fine with that being number 5.
Oh no, of course not. Dylan,
you didn't
please go
pick
ahead.
it. You
Okay,
didn't,
it's
you
just-
didn't
It's just a
say
joke. I'm
your
not buying
thing yet.
time for you.
No,
Go.
mine's good. Mine.
Well,
my
what
number-
is it?
My number 5 pick is a telescope.
No.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
That's
And he
not
can
an
defend it.
appliance.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
Dude, sure it is.
In your house.
Can your eyes do that?
Tom,
Does it use electricity or
Tom,
gas or fire
For all
or
the viewers,
what?
we're looking at one right now.
Tom,
Currently
Tom,
looking
if
at
you're in your house,
That's an instrument
how do you want to view the planets if you're in your house?
with my fucking
Normally you use
cellular
your
phone.
eyes.
I'm actually on Dylan's side
You
with
use
this
your
one.
eyes right now. You can
It's
say that.
completing a task that you cannot complete by yourself.
Yeah.
But by definition, it requires a power source.
It does not.
So a powered telescope, a scanning electron telescope.
Okay, that's
so I think
different.
you're-
That's different.
That's called
Yeah.
a microscope, the one you're talking about. But
Okay.
but yeah, also telescope. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use this Slashtron Avistar 70
There's no.
And-
He had no idea who was picking. That's why he was talking about your dream ever.
because all of mine have been chosen already.
He literally saw it in the room. He goes P tier Griffin.
Wait, there was a more moment.
He burned fridge, and now he's using telescope for number 5.
Burned it big time. So, all right, fine. You want me to change it to microscope?
No, I said
No,
to
you already
defend
said it.
your
You already
answer.
said it. I will
Okay,
say it. You already said it.
household powered
You will say.
telescope that allows you to see
That means you admit yourself you suck.
to see inside of the hot
house?
dog bun in the universe. And,
not a bowl.
It's not a bowl,
Still
but
means crest.
you can shine a flashlight in your son's bedroom and show him the
I just learned
universe.
that with your son.
Yeah.
Alright.
You can show him.
We
You can
gotta
show
rein
him
this
the
shit in,
universe
yeah.
by shining a flashlight
Gotta
in his
rein this shit
bedroom
in.
window.
Yeah.
And it's,
You're in
it's
trouble.
This is the
telescope.
most ridiculous thing we've ever
Guys,
done.
stop making
We're only
jokes.
halfway through.
It's telescope.
telescope.
Okay.
Alright. So
Telescope.
voting starts with me.
It's in the house. Okay.
Here are the 3
It's not a
appliances we have.
surfboard, Tom. It's not a surfboard. It's
not a
a
bowl.
telescope, not a surfboard.
So our voting starts with me. We have electric shoe polisher, blender, and a telescope.
Okay. All right.
My vote is for electric shoe polisher because I've never used a blender once in my life. Never will.
There's no fucking way you've never used a blender.
I never have.
Dude, you were a
Yes, you
bartender
fucking
for
have,
like
dude. You
7
kidding me?
years.
Dude, Joe, remember we got
Alright.
fucking obliterated?
I did use it at work, but I never used it in my personal life. I never owned
Yes,
one.
you
Ne-
have.
No. I never used one in my personal life, and I never will. And I don't care about blenders. I don't need a bunch of bananas in my juice. I'll take the juice things.
Remember when we
I
said
don't
our
need to
name and get
blend.
obliterated on blender drink?
I never used it. You did it for me, and I
And
don't
you
use
drank
blenders.
it?
Blenders are stupid.
Dude, you
I don't
drank
like
it?
them. I think they're overrated as fuck, and they're dumb, and I don't care about them. And my vote's for shoe polisher.
However, Joe
Okay,
Joe
so
has
because
Joe has
Jesse
drank a lot.
used
Here
the
it
blender
goes.
for Joe,
Here it goes.
and he's a
I-
pussy.
No, we never had blender in the house. Never had one. Never.
You
owned,
didn't have a
never
house.
owned a blender.
I am still voting for blender because, in my own experiences, you don't even need it in the house. You can run it off of a car and still blend shit into juice. Then
I don't have
What do I
a
do with the
It's not
juice?
juice. It's not juice.
You act-
It's not juice.
Liquefied fruit,
It's not juice. Juice makes a
pureed
different
fruit.
thing. Yeah,
you
there
can
go.
make
Okay.
pureed fruit.
You're telling me.
Someone has to say something, okay?
I'm glad. Someone's gonna nip it.
I am voting for a blender.
Dylan.
2 for blender.
You're gonna vote for blender too?
No, what'd you go for?
Shoe polisher.
Okay, the other option.
What you said.
Okay.
Telescope.
Telescope. I vote 1 for starters is that Joe is not disclosing that I have made him so many blender Malibu rum bag of frozen fruit.
I was talking about
orange juice
myself.
drinks.
I'm not saying no one's ever used a
And
blender
he's
for
had a
me.
lot of them
Myself.
to a point where it's been incomprehensible. I vote blender. Of course,
God
dude.
damn it! I picked a shoe polisher just for you.
Dude, thanks, dude. I appreciate it, dude. This polish is great.
Thank you.
But not
it's
number
only,
5,
It's
though.
only for people like me.
I didn't want to
That'd
win.
be a
I
great
didn't want
10.
Dylan to pick yours. And also, blenders are fucking suck, dude.
Dude,
Just use a fucking knife, you lazy bastard. Mash it up with your fucking masher.
Yeah,
Every
Joe-
blender
Joe
just
wants
might
to
be
spend
a
3
big-
hours
a big
mashing this shit
banana
up.
smoothie, which everyone loves but me. Bananas.
Just mash that with a fucking
It's all ice cubes
castle.
and bananas. You know what? Even when I was a bartender making blender drinks, I was like, these sick fucks. It sucks.
Oh, you gotta do it by hand?
No, I used a blender at my job. And
Oh, he used the blender!
yeah, and I hated it the whole time, so I'm not gonna vote
Yeah,
for
but
it.
he'd rather do it by hand.
Yes.
He'd rather chop up ice cubes into a liquid state with bananas by hand instead of using a blender to get it done in 35 seconds.
Blenders suck, and I
can't-
won't change
dude,
my mind. They're
dude, you
stupid.
cannot-
No one cares.
There's no
It's everyone's
math
number one
history.
appliance.
You cannot do what a blender does
Listen to me.
with your hand.
When I put this list up, when Don came up with it, I go, number one's gonna be blender because these fucking leeches are.
Clearly, it's not number one. It's number 5.
Well, I thought you both would pick blender because I'm like, dude, what's the stupidest fucking appliance that everyone loves so much?
Dishwasher.
NutriBullet and blender. I go,
Dude, NutriBullet.
I bet both these assholes with their games are gonna dump in their powder, put a couple bananas in,
but
a
I
little
don't-
bit of
I don't
water.
blend it.
No, let me finish. A little bit of watermelon juice and a little bit of blueberries, and you guys are gonna jack up into blender. I can't believe you didn't put it higher. Both of you should pick blender number 1 because you love blenders so much. Blenders are fucking overrated as fuck. Vacuum beats
The
blenders.
dumbest appliance ever is the Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, you should have put vacuum so
The
fucking
Jimmy
low.
Buffett margarita
Dude,
machine.
I
is
told
not-
Which is a
you.
blender. Which is a blender.
It's not.
you should
It's
have-
a
Yes, it is.
multi-function device.
Yeah,
that does a lot more.
It
than
does
blender.
blend. It does blend fruit up, and also it makes you realize that you're too old to go to concerts anymore.
I told you that
It's a
vacuum
2 for
was
1.
too low.
The Jimmy Buffett margarita machine takes limes
It's a blender.
It's a
and what
blender.
rum,
Yeah.
limes and rum and ice
Ooh.
cubes.
Tequila for margarita.
Oh, sorry,
It's a
tequilas
blender.
and lime.
The Jimmy
They
Buffett
put
machine
rum
is
in
a
there too.
blender.
Island drinks, yeah.
Yeah, but it keeps the ice nice. If it was a
Alright,
regular
no,
blender,
dude,
it would turn it.
that's number
You
5.
keep my ice nice.
That's number 5. We're on number 4 here. Dom starts with number 4 here on the Jimmy Buffett World Tour of being a. We will, because we're gonna do top 3.
So for number 4,
Wow, we are off the rails in a real way.
I
I think because we're on the couch, we're relaxed, we're at an undisclosed
well, it's
location.
been, I think this is the longest gap between top 10s we've ever had.
Well, not worth talking about it.
We'll
but
find out.
I'll find out.
My choice number 4. You guys are gonna be kind of mad.
I'm already furious.
That
I'm
between
already fucking livid.
all this shit, the fact that
Do you want these?
we've already had
Dom, do you want
vacuum,
these?
we've already had vacuum, washing machine, ceiling fan, microwave, refrigerator, and Jimmy Buffett blender. My number 4 is the food processor.
That's a blender!
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Playing from
is.
Dylan's
Nope.
S21.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell are you doing?
What the fuck was that?
Why are you doing that?
Oh no, it's.
Is he taking a picture?
We're recording a podcast right now. Be professional. I'm not editing this out, so just keep talking.
Okay, I will do this.
Food processor.
Do
you did this on purpose.
Do you honestly?
Admit you did this to make us mad on purpose.
No, I did not.
Admit it.
You admit yourself suck.
That's right.
No, I did food processor because I use it to make a buffalo chicken dip. But I will
It's
say,
a blender.
if you honestly believe it is a blender, I will pull one from my dugout and switch it.
Dylan, do you think it's a blender? I won't be. If I'm not outvoted, I'll be quiet about this. But he just did 2 blenders in a row, and blender just won.
Oh,
now he
you
wants
know
the
what?
blender to win again.
Honestly, I did not realize I had blender and food processor. I will change it. I will change it. I will change it.
Gets
All right.
one pass.
So for my
Well,
number
Dylan,
4,
do you want to keep it? Because maybe we want to have to defend it again. Because he
I'll
did
keep
pick it.
Keep it. Keep it.
are you sure? No,
keep it.
honestly.
I agree. Now, food processor,
Okay,
defend that.
I will keep it.
I'm interested to hear the discrepancies between the two of them.
Because I did not realize that I had it set that way.
That's all right.
I will adapt and I will
Yeah.
overcome.
Yeah, I don't want to make anyone change their vote after they said it. That's why he had to do
Food
it more than
processors
once
are
than
not
he said.
made to hold liquid like a blender is. Food processors are entirely made to chop
It's okay, he's
food
good.
up. Like,
This is what makes
you-
it pod, dude.
do you not like me?
Tom, keep
You're
it.
the hottest resident.
Do you keep me here because you feel bad for me?
No, I wouldn't know.
Here we go, folks. I just confirmed Dylan and Joe invite me to their place because they feel bad that I don't have friends. That's why they blindfold me and bring me here. And that's why I think food processor should be number 4. Because they don't love me.
Food processor?
Defend it. Defend it.
Dude, food
No.
processor is way
Blenders
I
are
like
for
it.
liquids.
He's right. He's
Food
right.
processor is not.
Oh
He's right.
God! Here
It
we
chops differently.
go. Here we go.
If you put
know what?
chicken in a blender to make a buffalo chicken dip, it will not do what you want it
He's
to
right.
do.
He's right, dude.
Food
He's
processors
right.
will do it. You want to break
at
up. You want to break up graham crackers to put it over your chicken or your baked mac and cheese.
Do people do that?
You don't use a blender. Use a food
right.
processor. Oh, what? I make a barbecue sauce. I put apples in it. You gotta process that food, motherfucker. So food, you gotta chop it up real fine. That hours of chopping with a knife,
Hours.
15 minutes. Food processor does everything you need it to do. It is not a blender. Blenders have multiple options, settings that you can use. Food processor does one thing. Fucking obliterates. Whatever you put in it, solid, not solid anymore. It becomes multiple solids. Not a juice. Multiple solids. And it processes that food right to exactly the texture you need it. And that's why my pick for number 4 is food processor.
You did a good job defending it. I gotta give it to you.
This is wild.
Well done.
It's insane.
Well done.
Oh, I have a piercing right there.
Oh man, you just lost your mind. That was good stuff. I gotta give it to you. That was good. And also, you're lucky because much like a blender, both you fucking losers love the idea of grinding up little tiny foods like you're old people. You have to drink everything you eat. You're both acting like 80-year-old men. The amount that you like grinding up little foods into little mashes. You know what my favorite food processor is called?
It's not your turn.
My favorite food processor is called your mouth.
Yeah.
Chew it.
I'm gonna grind up some food. Let me chew on it and spit it back out.
All right,
That's
Dylan.
real sanitary.
No, just swallow it.
It's almost like this
Just
podcast
swallow
started.
it, you slut. Dylan, it's your turn.
Dude, I swallow everything, and you know it.
Your number 4 pick for best appliance, please.
My best number 4 appliance comes in hot, Dom. You understand this. Joe, you get it too, dude.
I'm hotter than both of you.
And I just gotta say, Dom, you
See
look
about
really,
that.
really good right now. This is a look.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. You're
This
looking
is
good.
a look.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning.
That you need to capitalize on in any
Dude,
way.
I
that
met
you
my
can.
mom wearing this.
Dude, that's nice. It's awesome, dude. This is a look that
That's how you met.
really,
That's how you picked up your mom.
It really works,
She
dude.
picked up me when I was wearing this. She was like,
Who's that hot man over there?
there?
It's a good look.
Dude,
So-
she won't admit it.
So, for those of you listening in the car, Dom has like a really nice, really nice
Yeah,
cowboy
describe
hat
for the
on
listeners. Yeah.
with like really bug-eyed glasses that are square, and his beard. And
They're not
stuff. It's
square.
like a nice
Well,
square,
they are.
dude. Yeah. It's
And a
nice-
holiday sweater.
It's holiday sweater. It's a look that if I was a girl on,
It has a
my
big
nose.
black cock on it.
you said you're
It's a
on,
rooster.
Dom, you said you're on Hinge.
And Tinder and Bumble.
And methamphetamine.
He's on
Well,
all
that's
four.
every day.
He's on all 4 of those things. So if you guys are on those, just be sure.
I'm also on Facebook.
So he's on all 5 of these.
Wow.
So Dom, what's your?
He is putting himself out there.
Just because if you're
He's on Facebook.
if you're a spicy lady out there,
And we hope you are.
Jesus Christ.
like
Hope you are.
like a bunch of girls we know.
Like all of you are beautiful listeners.
Just go
Two
look for
youths.
him as he is and take him as he is because he's
As you want him to be.
Come
As a
fucking
friend.
So
As a known enemy.
that reminds me of my number 4.
I should hope so. I sincerely hope so.
It reminds me so much of this pick. And my number 4 pick is the clothing steamer.
The clothing steamer, huh? The one that you have the wand and you put it up to the thing?
Yeah.
So not the iron, the more famous
no,
version.
irons suck dick.
Okay,
and,
writing that down. Irons suck. Almost picked it for number
suck
1.
dick.
Oh, dick, yeah.
So the clothing steamer is for people who are lazy, who don't have an ironing board. So you can just fold your clothes and just like steam real quick, and then it
This
just,
is the
it
guy
does
who picked fridge already. Is picking clothing steamer.
better than the.
Dude, I told you fridge was way too
we
early.
all fucked up.
You purposely put fridge early because you took our fridge. We both had fridge.
Dude, that's like how pronghorn deer was like number 6 on there.
The rules.
I was like, what?
Look, the rules are the rules. We don't make them, dude. We
do make the
We
rules.
do make the rules.
Fine.
There are rules.
What's up?
You know the
I'm
rules.
sorry, continue,
And so
continue.
do I.
But I get to talk shit about it because you put steamer at top
because
4.
I have 2 of them.
This is incest.
I own 2 clothing
This is
steamers.
not incest.
One of them.
This is incest.
One of them is
Food
like a,
processor and clothing steamer is beating fridge, washing machine.
Yeah, you put it too early.
everyone fucked up. Okay. The clothing
Not me.
steamer. I just want to tell you guys the clothing steamer though.
fucked up.
I nailed it as always.
Sometimes you
Joe
gotta make your clothes
sucks
look alright.
Physical
And the
cock.
clothing steamer makes them look really, really good,
Stanley Steamer.
really quick. If
Make
you have
it
to,
proper cleaning.
it's never gonna be as good as like
Joe
a
doesn't
pressed
shave his
iron,
boobs.
but it's gonna make them like it's presentable. And
It's never gonna
okay.
be as good as the thing invented 100 years earlier, but it's alright.
Wait, what's your pick?
Clothing steamer.
Oh, that's bad.
It's pretty good. Tom, you work in a fucking car shop,
He picked food
You don't need
processor. What do you have to say?
so clothing steamer's good. It's a good one.
Wait, did I start?
Yes, you.
I have a clothing. I have a
Okay.
portable clothing steamer I bring with me on all work trips that goes in my luggage.
Is it an iron?
So I can it just sprays.
No, they have those in the hotel room. He refuses to use them.
No, yeah, but sometimes they don't have them, so like I bring that with me because it's really easy.
That's great.
So somebody
Are you quite finished?
Yeah.
We can argue after. You can't.
Yeah, I'm
argue.
done. I just
I'm
think
done,
that
I'm done,
hat is
I'm done.
molded to a.
It's the exact size of his head, his skull.
This thing
Does-
fits.
does-
This thing fits very well.
You can't see it, but it goes like this. The brim goes perfectly over your head, as opposed to traditional cowboy.
Turn for the
hats.
camera. Turn left and right for the camera.
Traditional cowboy hats just go like wide out.
So now to all our listeners,
This
we appreciate you
provides
listening,
no
but,
sun protection at all.
but the viewing really does.
Please
make
watch.
It's all the editing stuff.
We put a lot more effort into.
Alright, so here I go. I'm at that number 4 pick, which is gonna blow both of yours out of the water.
Dumb.
Because we already put one of them down. Counselor, it's my time. Is we put in the initial idea of the appliance, doing something you can do on your own. Food processor, you have a blender. Steamer, you have an iron. Washer, you have
rocks.
you have a dryer. What you need to do is dry the clothes afterwards. I lived in an apartment on Federal Hill in Providence, and they advertised it as washer and dryer unit in the apartment. Are you?
Yeah.
I'm not selling this
Yes,
on you
I
at
am,
all.
yeah.
And when I moved in there, the first day we washed our clothes, the dryer didn't work, and I walked down to the front
Bummer.
office and I said, "Hey, there must have been some kind of mistake. The
Was it a
dryer
hotel?
doesn't work." Yeah, it was connected to a hotel.
And
But
they
it was
were
my
like,
apartment.
"Do
So
you
now
want to
an
buy a
apartment
nip
is
of
front
Jameson?"
office.
Because
Yeah,
we're
no,
an
it
office
was a hotel
at a
was half the
hotel.
room.
We
Usually
sell
An
nips
angry
because
8-year-old
Providence.
who's like,
No,
this is
it,
my half
it,
of
it was a large 29-year-old woman. And yeah, no, the other
Cool.
places
29.
were apartments, and then they
Did
kicked
you
us
ask
out.
her age?
No, he has great age.
Well, I didn't want to say she was a 6'1" fat girl with braces, which she was.
Hey, I feel like
But I was trying to be
hey,
nice about it.
Hey, I just want to say I did my laundry here, but I feel like we had a connection. How old are you?
By the way,
She was
my
a-
dryer doesn't work. Can I buy some Sambuca off you?
No, she sucked. But
Yeah, she did.
well, she had braces and she was an adult woman.
Been there.
Yeah. But anyway, so what happened was that she. What the fuck are you guys doing to me? So anyway, so she told
We're
me.
trying to make you lose.
She told me the dryer is not included in the lease, and I was like, bullshit.
Wait, did you have them in your apartment though?
You need to listen to me for 5 fucking seconds. You really do.
How
You
about-
just need to let me talk, and then you can talk for. I'm telling you, it'd make it better if I can talk for 5 seconds.
Seriously doubt it.
So I go down there. I tell her, oh, the dryer doesn't work. It's so weird. It's part of the lease. She goes, no, it's not. And I was like, yeah, it is. When they introduced it to the whole place, they advertised it as a washer and dryer unit in the apartment. And she goes, that's not part of the lease. I was like, that's ridiculous.
And then he said, "Do you want to go out?"
He
sorry,
was like,
sorry,
"Fuck
dude. I'm
that."
sorry.
I walked right back upstairs and I read my lease. They left out only the dryer because they knew it was broken, so they just didn't say that. Yep. For about a year, every time I washed my clothes, I either hung it around my apartment or I had to take a trip to the laundromat just to dry them. So I had a washing machine, and I would take a sack full of wet clothes down the block. And the first time I ever walked in there, the guy, he was literally 500 pounds and couldn't breathe. And I was like, "You okay?" He's like, "I'm fine." And I was like, "I'm just going to use the dryer." And he goes, "No, you're not." And I was like, "No, I'm all good. I already washed my clothes. I just need to dry them." He goes, "You're not just going to dry your clothes here. You have to do both."
How dare you only spend half of the money?
He goes, "You have to do both." And I go, "What's it to you?" And he goes, "You're going to rip me off." So what I did that time is I washed my clothes in their washing machine again after I lugged 50 pounds of wet clothes down the block. And then
Joe's really good at weighing stuff off of his shoulder.
from then on, every time I went down there when I washed my clothes and I couldn't hang them up in my apartment to dry them, wrinkly as all give out and hard. If you air dry in your apartment, they get hard. Like it's like you can crack them in half.
Yeah, and then Joe would knock over his ironing board and
Yes.
embarrass his work friends.
You'd have to do that. So I walked down there and I would always bring money to pay the guy. I would just pay him for the wash. I wouldn't even wash him. I just go, here's $3. And he'd go, okay. He knew the deal, and I would dry them. So basically, it's amazing. Washer, dryer, it's one setup. It's amazing. It's all you get. And nothing beats a big day of sledding, throwing snowballs, snowboarding. You take it inside.
In
You throw your shit in the dryer, toast them up, put on some nice warm clothes. They smell pretty nice. Dryer, clothes dryer, is my number 4 pick for best appliance ever. Thanks for interrupting me so much, you fucking dipshit.
You're welcome.
All right, so
You made it definitely worse.
So
and you suck.
recap. I have steamer, clothes dryer, and
Wait, steamer?
Yeah, wand
And
steamer, not a
wand-
clothes iron.
and food processor.
Yes.
So who goes first?
I started.
So you go vote first.
So I vote first. So, see, this is a tough one. You know, it's number 4.
It's not that tough. It's 2 shitty picks and 1 actual pick.
This is number 4, though, right?
This could be number. Yeah,
But
yeah.
hold on, this is number. Yeah. See, I don't think. You know, you guys at home, you don't understand.
No, we don't.
Don't tell them what they don't understand.
We make these lists.
Respect the listener.
We don't know what we're saying. And it's hard for us.
There's
to
no
decide.
goddamn clue what's going on.
Yeah, they all know that, by the way. Don't talk
Yeah,
down
I
to
know.
them.
Hey, can I say my piece? It's my turn to argue. All right.
You know what? Yeah.
Fucking gingers. But you know, we decide what to do our podcast on. Every 10th one I'm on it. I'm a resident, I'm not a guest. And we do it and we argue and we argue and we argue. But it really
Talking to the mic.
don't forget, I am talking to the mic. You wanna fucking die? Can I say my piece? Alright? The thing you don't understand is we don't want to be mad at each other. As much as we argue and argue and argue over this stuff, we all love each other. And that's why I'm picking the wand steamer.
This is unquestionably not part of the voting. You're doing it as a personal attack. Oh my god, this is unreal.
That's my choice, the wand steamer.
What the fuck?
And since I'm next, I have a real firm set of values that I live my life on with women,
Animals.
animals, men.
Angels, but also demons.
What's right and what's wrong.
Okay.
You know?
Moral compass.
Moral compass is strong within me. You
Sure.
know?
Yep.
You know?
Okay.
Sometimes you talk to some chick and she's hot and you just gotta shut down.
That's true.
You know? Like, because it's not the right thing to do.
Sure. Still waiting for it to circle back to the actual answer. It's your
And
vote. It's not the
Marvel
debate time. You just have to vote. Just
Yeah,
pick
as
one.
funny as it would be to
Yeah.
do clothing steamer so I could win. And
Sure, it'd be easy.
funny.
It'd be easy to do, but you have to go for your true
I
nature.
have to go for my true nature. It's part of the podcast. It's part of the basement. The basement is, again, we mentioned this. The basement.
All right. We're on the honor system here.
The basement is a
Full basement.
is a
It's an undisclosed location.
yeah, but it's a spiritual realm.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just this thing. It's
Right. Yeah.
this
We mentioned this before. It's a state of mind.
state of mind. Exactly, and I gotta abide to the basement. So I can't just pick something because it's funny.
Not like when you picked Scott Stapp.
Hey, he's a legitimate actor.
That one.
My arms are wide open.
Yeah, that was cool. And so I do have to just say that it'd be very, very hard to not pick dryer.
So are you big?
That's not what I said. But I'm gonna pick dryer.
All right. I'm also gonna pick dryer. For our number 4 pick, you get the washer, you got the dryer.
So
We have
boring.
both of them on the list, and they should be there.
So now that Dryer has won, I will say Dryer was on my backup list, and the main reason why I fought against it was because I didn't get to use it yet.
It's on my backup list too, but it definitely should be food processor. Folks,
Yes.
that brings us to our next Commercial
Commercial break.
We come back from Dylan Joe Basement Podcast. If you haven't stopped watching yet, we're gonna get to the top 3, and
Which
imagine
will
how
take
much
3
that.
hours to do.
We'll see when we come back, folks.
Thank you, everyone.
The first president of the USA, the butter churnin' from Mount Vernon. I cannot tell a lie. Sweeter than cherry pie, he's the apple of our eye, none other than George Washington. That's George, folks. George Washington.
All right, Nate's number 3 pick for best appliance. Sorry.
Well, if I had to pick the best appliance that I could think of, well, there's a lot of choices, as I'm sure you fellas are trying to figure out.
Naturally.
My number. Hello.
Yep, we hear you loud and clear, bud.
Okay, cool. Back to it. I would have to pick the best appliance, or at least number 3 for me. Best appliance for me, at least, would be the chainsaw.
The chainsaw. Do you have one around
Holy
here?
shit, the chainsaw. We got one right
Hold it
here,
up.
Nate. Nate's Dylan, we got a chainsaw on hand.
Alright, so Dylan's holding it up, and you can describe it as
Ready to
you
go.
were.
This is a 1973 Pioneer 1073. 2-stroke, obviously.
Very
we got
nice.
it here for you, man.
All right, go ahead, Nate. Justify your choice.
Well, the chainsaw. It has not only made the lives of timbermen across America, the world even, so much more easier ever since, the days of Paul Bunyan have passed, and
Too true.
Good point.
That legacy lives on. It's also just fucking badass. It's a fucking chainsaw. You can get them with like 2 feet bars, dude. You can lay people down and chop them up multiple times. It's awesome. And at the same time, you can cut trees apart to build caskets to put them in the fucking ground if you want to.
Heavy shit.
You can make people shell sculptures. You go up to fucking New Hampshire, you can have a shit ton of them all over the place. I've never bought one. I don't even know how the fuck you get them around. They seem expensive. But, yeah, it's a fucking chainsaw. And they sound cool. It's like a big chainsword.
Love it,
I don't
dude.
know. It's a chainsaw.
No, it's killer. It's killer. It's absolutely a great choice. And it might win. I think we should add your vote in for number 3 if we can add it too.
We're going to add it in.
Yeah.
Best vote out of three.
Nate,
Yeah.
Nate, Dylan here, man. Dude, bro, that's a fucking solid pick, and we start this podcast off today with a fucking chainsaw, bro. Like,
We're holding one.
it's we're holding it right now. It's full of 50 to 1 and bar oil, and it's the way to go, dude. And if you think you can't afford a chainsaw, think again, dude. I got this on Craigslist for $20. Met in the Mercedes parking lot, and it rips. You should get one. It sounds wicked good too. It's really sexy sounding.
That's awesome, man. Thank you, Nate.
If anyone is ever feeling sad in their life or whatever, they just want to let something loose, just hold a chainsaw and let it rip for a minute, and you're going to feel a lot better.
That's
You
great.
can take that to the bank, brother.
Couldn't say it better myself.
I just
Love it.
I want to take this moment to clarify that Nate and I are high school buddies, and he somehow connected with Dylan and met him through cars, and then Nate has met Joe through me, and Nate knows, although he has not been on the podcast, he knows everyone here.
Yes.
And someday we will get him on.
He will be on the pod for sure.
And for those of you who like cars, Nate has a bunch of sick shit. I think you got an S4, a Bug, or maybe it's
the
a
S5000.
S5000, a Bug.
That's correct. Don't get it twisted.
Sorry, I was
What year is the Bug, Nate?
1964, and it is, it looks like Herbie got really sunburnt. So
It does.
I will say
Herbert.
that is very accurate.
Yep.
I drove that car outside of Ralph's in Worcester one night after seeing the metal show, and it was amazing.
No better way to end a Ralph show.
Absolutely. And Nate did such a good job wrapping this shit up.
Your friend's sketchy vehicle that you've never driven before that also doesn't have seatbelts? Yeah, for sure.
It was great. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye to Nate right now. Joe's going to cut it. I'm going to say goodbye to Nate
Yeah, we
off
thank
camera.
Nate.
Hell yeah,
on the
dude.
pod,
Nate,
dude.
thanks so much,
One
man. We
man.
appreciate it. What a great choice.
Donegal tweed, which is what this is.
Oh, Donegal.
Donegal tweed. These are incredibly expensive and really good, and a lot of old guys are dying off, so they end up at Savers. And
Yo, Donegal tweet. Oh, he better hit stop on your guy.
Oh, you didn't tell me you're ready yet. Get back up those stairs. He's the beast of the best of the Midwest. Born and majored, he's the hoe from Terre Haute. We heard it himself. He's Andrew Thrace. Let's go. Hey there, basement listeners. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty in the upcoming segment here where all the footage we shot has no audio whatsoever. I'm just looking over it here in my editing studio of the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum and the Dutch Room where I do most of the editing because it makes me feel like the thrill and exhilaration of stolen art while I make new, beautiful art that will one day be in a museum. So I'm just looking it over here, just kind of catch you guys up on what we missed there. The first one we had for number 3, top 10 appliances. I don't really remember what Dom and Dylan had put up, and there's no audio really to tell. It's mostly a lot of yelling and talking over each other, but I know that I suggested air conditioners, which just so happened to win that round. Number 3, top 10 appliances, air conditioners. I made some points about the American South and habitability. Not important. And then for number 2, the penultimate appliance countdown. I'm not really sure what Dominic put. I know that I put that it was going to be the electric pig, also known as the garbage disposal in your kitchen sink. And Dylan put something, and I don't remember what it was because I won that one too. Number 2, garbage disposal. So that's get you all caught up there as we roll into our number 1, the end of the countdown. And I'm going to zap you right ahead towards there, but just don't forget, number 3, air conditioner, number 2, electric pig. I had both of them. Let's see if I can pull it off in the final round, or if Dom and Dylan snatch it from my greedy little goblin claws. And now to number 1.
How does it feel having no beard?
I immediately hate it.
It's so weird. I always feel much fresher.
It makes my mom happy. That's why I do it.
Every quarter, I like
That's a
to
good
go
boy.
full raw dog. Just
Yeah, it's
just
good to,
start
like,
fresh.
I trim this once a year. That's it.
It feels like you're starting
the thing
fresh.
I
Don't you
hate.
feel less encumbered?
Here's my thing. It's the thing I hate the most.
You don't feel like when your beard's
So-
hitting your pocket that you're like kind of in the way at all?
No.
I never trim because I hate the way the razor makes it feel after. If I were to do like a trim, I razor trim it, and I don't like the way it feels, so I start fresh and let it just be all natural.
We might just chew it off next time.
It's like a lawn. You got to start fresh and it gets nice and thick.
Yeah, I like the way it comes out originally,
Dude, Joe is so thick.
and then I get rid of it.
It's all girth. Who starts?
Well,
I'll
It's
start.
you.
I'll
No,
start.
it
I'll
is.
start.
It is you.
Well,
folks, I know you missed the last 2 on the countdown, which is a new thing for the countdown. But, little hiccups here and there. I'll give a little synopsis, but...
We're learning. We're new.
do we remember what
You didn't
one
miss
number
much.
2?
Anyways, number 2 was the electric pig, a.k.a. the garbage disposal.
iron.
No, not the
Oh, it was
electric
garbage
iron. That was
disposal.
yours.
Yeah, it was the garbage disposal.
And number 3 was the air conditioner. So now we're heading into our number 1.
And
You know what? You make a good point here. Let's do the countdown as we always do before we get to number 1, which is our
Good point.
top
10
9.
through 2.
Yeah, this could help you with your problem.
Goes something like this. Number 10, best appliances, vacuum. Got the number 10 spot.
What? I don't remember that.
Sure. Number 9 was the clothes washing machine, which I think deserved to be there.
Way higher.
Number 8 was ceiling fan. Okay.
Number 7, early rising.
Don't just say K.
Was
That's mine.
Number 7 was the microwave. Okay.
Also mine. Great one.
Number 6, the refrigerator. Number 5, the Jimmy Buffett blender.
Don't just say blender.
Number 4, the clothes dryer. Number 3, the air conditioner. And number 2, the garbage disposal, which brings us to number 1, our number 1 picks. And periodically and annually, the most contentious of the bunch. Number 1, best appliance. Let's do it. We'll run you through the rest of the 2, but here we go. And that's starting
Before I say number 1, this is a joke I wrote for this that did not come naturally. 12 Nights of Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas. Number 5 is not 5 golden rings. It's 5 spasming orgasms. And number 1 is the hot water heater. When was the last time, even in July, you're like, I want to take a cold shower? You cannot live with the hot water heater. The hot water heater washes your clothes. It cleans your dishes in the dishwasher.
It does add to the other on the list.
It does. It adds everything.
The dishwasher
in your
heats
shower.
itself, but-
It's even if you have to hand wash dishes, you can't hand wash dishes with a hot water heater. You can't manually bathe with the hot water heater. It is one of the most
Can't be done.
necessitaries.
Not possible.
You need it.
Impossible.
You need the hot water heater. You cannot live without it. If you had to live without it, you would need 3, 4, 5 cords of wood to make it through the winter.
Hey,
without
you're
that
not
thing.
convincing them. You're convincing us, by the way. We have to vote for you.
I'm talking to you right there. You know you can't live without the hot water heater. Tell me,
You need me on that wall.
yeah, you need it. Go.
Oh, shit.
That's my case.
My number 1 pick, and I think that Dom's is fantastic, and we didn't know about earlier, which would have made a great number 8 for Dylan, but it makes it a great number 1 for Dom, is the hot water heater. But mine is another civilizational change. Back in the time before
In the year 2525.
people used to shit, they still do, but they used to too. And they used to piss, and they used to dump buckets out their windows from major cities, Paris, London, Rome. We're so sophisticated, we have all these different economic standards, marketing places, but what happens is you have to excrete something. And when that happens, it needs to go away. People would dump it around or leave it outside their house, which led to a major increase in diseases. In the years between 1200 and 1600, more diseases were contracted in humans than in all human history before that, as far as we know. It's because we live so packed close together, and we shit where we ate. Even dogs know it. Even cats know it. Even birds know it. You don't shit where you eat. You need to take the shit, you need to get it out of there. Well, the outhouse. In a blizzard, in a snowstorm, in the hot summer days, you wake up at night and you really feel like you have to relieve yourself, and what you want to do is just get it out of there. But instead you have to take a hike outside and take a walk through the snowy drifts just to take a shit. I mean, what world is that? No longer! Take the porcelain Punisher themselves and the invention of the toilet. You have the plumbing, you have the necessary hookups. All you need to do is take all your filth, all your disease, and the slowing down of civilization and flush it away. My number 1 pick for the best appliance of all time is the toilet. You cannot live with it. You cannot live without it. You need a toilet to get it out of there. And not only has it been the most comfortable thing, I mean, I can't live without a toilet. I can live without a toaster. I can live without air conditioning, unfortunately. But I cannot live without a toilet. And not only is it more comfortable and more reasonable and part of our modern culture, it actually changed the life expectancy of humanity. When the toilet was invented, life expectancy skyrocketed because you took all the disease and bacteria and you got rid of it. It's what it is. It's the most life-saving product we have today. The toilet is the number one best appliance of all time. And if you think I'm wrong, go without it.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. That was a really good, informative thing about the most life-saving device on Earth. Appliance. Wallace, a beer.
I'm just trying to get a couple sips in there.
Yeah, dude, we get it, man.
You don't mind, right?
My device, appliance, has been around since the dawn of civilization. We're talking at least 10,000 years ago.
Before Pompeii.
Oh, yeah, dude.
What?
Possibly earlier.
I think Wallace was talking.
Sorry, Wallace. Possibly earlier, dude, before Pompeii. Something did exist, and...
Yeah.
And it's because...
I like your jacket, by the way. It looks nice.
Dude, thanks, man. I got this at Jose Bank.
You mean Joseph Bank?
Joseph A. Bank.
Oh!
It was listed for $400.
Wait, you kidding me? You
But
paid
it was-
$400 for that piece of shit? I mean, that coat?
No, dude. It was on the sale rack. I got this for $30.
I mean, it looks $30. Hey, that's my man. Give me a high five right away.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Merino wool, dude,
Hell
$30.
yeah, there you
Win-win, dude. Fits me well.
I like that. No,
And
I
since-
don't mean to take up your time here. I don't
When
feel like
I-
I'm interrupting you here.
No, it's cool. When I first got this, it was a little too big, and since then I've gone up a dress size. So
Oh.
it fits real well now.
Well, that's okay. Don't be ashamed of that.
Yeah, no, it's good. So, so when it comes down to like my number one appliance, bro, I
Hey,
chose
bro.
my number one,
Excuse you, bro. Are we all broing out here?
brother. I chose, I chose.
What, I can't talk shit?
You can talk fucking shit all day. And I'll beat the fucking.
Oh,
shit out of you.
okay, we're gonna fight.
Yeah, you want to fucking fight, dude?
We're gonna
Dude,
fight?
are you kidding me, dude? I'll beat the.
No, I don't want to
fucking,
fight. Oh,
dude,
hey,
I just touched down.
Oh,
Push down his shoulders. Take it down. I'll fucking. Dude, I'll wreck you, man, dude. Right now, I'm squishing your fucking head. You fucking like that? You fucking like that?
No.
Dude, I got you. And I don't want to hurt you. So I want to tell you to back the fuck off. It's time to go. Alright?
Alright.
Did I say something crazy to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can, you know what I can do? I can feel you fucking clenching up right now. I can feel you clenching up. You clenching up right now? You getting fucking nervous?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well, back the fuck off.
Alright.
Back the fuck off. Yeah, no clenching up, dude. I got you. It's alright, but it's all good. Like, it's okay. We're all emotional beings. It's all good. So,
I'll be quiet now.
So-
I'm sorry.
Wallace.
Dom, put me in your neck.
It's okay, man. I'm
Like
feeling
a little
okay.
owl.
So, my number one appliance of all time is the fireplace.
The fireplace.
It's technically an appliance because it's an addition to the home, whether you're in a hut,
But does
tent,
I need you to justify it because you can't, but I appreciate
does
it.
house-
electricity or gas?
or whatever. It's gas. It produces gas. So the fireplace, if you want, Joe, you can take a shit in it. It'll go away. But we wouldn't do that, Wallace, dude. would
I'm
we?
burning for you.
Let's-
Fireplace.
Hell yeah, dude. Good band.
Hey, I'm just teasing.
So, the fireplace provides everything because, yeah, Joe, while you don't want to go outside to take a shit in the fucking outhouse,
No, I don't.
that's totally cool, but do you want to live in a cold home?
No, I don't.
You can cook food, keeps the house warm, dispose of trash, whatever you gotta do. It's the ultimate originator of all appliances. If there's a original appliance, it's the fireplace. They eventually evolved into having ones that had bread ovens built into the side of them, and pots you can hang
What
over
about a
'em.
pizza oven?
It's
Definitely a bread oven.
it's a combination of the two. It's a more sophisticated version of it. But the
Sophisticated.
the fireplace itself is the original appliance. There's no other original appliance. Name one thing.
Well, I couldn't even name fireplaces one. You know what, Dylan? I really appreciate you there. And I think I should put my vote in here for number one, but I'll let you finish.
Let's do it. I'm done. I'm just saying the
And I
fireplace.
can see Joe, the fire in Joe's eyes. He wants to talk shit about it, but he's going to wait till he votes. Wallace, I don't talk that much shit, all right? Idiot, though.
So Wallace, what's your fucking deal? What's your deal with number one?
Oh, my number one appliance?
Hell yeah, dude.
I mean, if you're gonna make me say it, I'll say it. I don't give a shit.
I'm ready to make you say it.
All right.
Fucking say it right goddamn now, or else I'll beat the shit out of you like I did before, you pussy bitch.
Let me look at Dylan's face. Cigar cutter. Cigar cutter. Like, I'm not gonna bite it off like a fucking maniac animal. I was like, wait, all right.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it.
You know, dude, just right now I know
I get excited.
it's so
I'm
tough.
sorry.
What I can do
I'm
right now,
sorry
because I
about
know
that.
that you don't use a jewel, I can blow it into your mouth and you can inhale it.
You shotgun me, as the kids say. Well, I appreciate that, and I'll try not to grab your nose again.
Yes, dude.
Ooh!
Yeah, that's some nice
all
stuff.
right. Well, I appreciate that, Dylan. I really do.
He only smokes cigars.
That's
but,
cigars, but I guess now I'm into fruitcake shit. You do it, okay? One more hit of that.
Man, yes.
Oh boy, yes.
Nice, dude. Some Virginia tobacco,
Oh, that's
5%.
nice there.
Nice
I
stuff.
really appreciate that, Dylan. But my number one pick is a cigar cutter for sure. Well, now we're biting it with our teeth every day. Now I look like a sophisticated man with my cigar. Oh,
Nice.
whew. Dominic, what do you think about that? You like
I
that
think-
shit?
I think that was pretty fucking sexy, Wallace.
I think so too, man. Maybe we hang out after the podcast and we get a little after party, like R. Kelly would say. R. Kelly's still a cool guy, right? We still like him.
Well, let me ask
right?
you, Wallace.
We
let me-
still like him. We don't care about peeing on teenagers and stuff like that. It's just good old fashioned fun, right?
Let me ask you something, Wallace.
Go ahead.
Are you ready to party?
Oh, you better believe it, then, Dominic.
It's only one.
All right. Well,
You better believe it, Dominic.
let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
As soon as this podcast is over, we're gonna get you fucking hammered.
All right, let's get this smoke going then. I'm
Fucking
excited.
loves this stuff,
So
dude.
Wallace, what is your choice?
Cigar cutter.
Cigar cutter.
Oh, cigar
easily,
cutter, yeah.
Easily.
He can't
So,
live without that, dude. He
I
cannot
cannot.
live
I
without
cannot.
it.
So who's going first
Voting?
to voting?
I think it's
We got cigar cutter versus
me.
fireplace versus...
Cigar cutter, fireplace.
All right. Well,
and
Wallace.
I have toilet.
I gotta talk to Wallace.
He has
a little bit.
water heater.
Wallace,
Yes, Dominic.
let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
You like alcohol, right?
I'm a fan.
But are you a fan of this podcast?
What's the podcast?
What's a podcast?
Dominic, I'm teasing you. I know what a podcast is. It's a bunch of fucking 30-year-old men get together and jack off in the basement on camera. I know what a podcast is.
Pretty much, dude, yeah.
I know it. I know it. Four Roses Sports is the podcast. I know what the podcast is.
Four Roses, yeah, he gets it.
Dominic, I'm breaking your balls. You understand what that means, breaking your balls?
You're bursting my balls?
Well, I said breaking, but yes. Dominic, let me slap you in the face real lightly.
Gotcha, good.
Dominic, say what you need to say. As John Mayer said.
Say what you need to say.
That's right.
Well, Wallace, what I need to say is that without the hot water heater,
Yes.
we would all die.
I'm speechless. Let's vote. No. We have to vote. We
Let's vote.
Let's vote.
We have to vote. Dom?
Voting for the hot water heater.
Toilet.
Pussy.
Fireplace.
Pussy.
All right.
Cigar cutter.
Thank you, Dylan. I always say I vote for the cigar cutter. And I will refrain my vote until the final round now so that Joe doesn't have to put a shirt over his mouth every time he has to talk. Okay? I'm just going to sit here for a second and I'm going to, yoga, whatever you fucking kids are doing. Okay? How's that now?
Alright, so I'm going to start my debate now. Fireplace isn't an appliance. It's not. It's a hole in the wall you throw stuff in. If a fire's an appliance, then fire
So
itself
is
is
Joe's
appliance.
pubes.
Yeah, it's insane. Cavemen have a fireplace. It's called the
a tool
ground.
around that.
It's not a tool.
You can just light it in your fucking living room.
No, you can't. Oh yeah, actually you can, but
You
you
absolutely
wouldn't.
can.
Because you want to cut a hole
It's
in the
not
wall.
smart, but you can do
A
it.
bathroom is an appliance then, because you can't just shit in your floor. You have to have a room where you do it.
Of
And
course
the
you
fireplace is a room where you put fires in.
You can
A chimney is more of an appliance than a fireplace,
You can
and
shit
they're
anywhere
both
you
not
want.
appliances.
You're
Neither
the
are.
expert. You're the expert.
It's not an appliance.
All right.
If it's
So,
if it's inventions,
We're voting again.
if it's inventions, then I
Wait,
would.
did
I would
we
put
did we already
fireplace.
vote once?
Yeah, we tied. We all tied.
I disagree with you, but I am gonna
So
go
we
with
can't
the-
vote for our same.
What was yours? Not you.
Toilet.
Oh fuck.
And I think that Dylan should win, but I only can't vote for it because it's not.
I gotta
appliance.
go with
It's if
toilet.
it's out of line, it's out of line.
I'm so against your thing. I gotta go for toilet.
Okay. Well, then I vote for hot water heater.
I vote for toilet.
Oh!
And I vote for fireplace. But it's a man that could not even vote. But you know, the best place to light a cigar is a fireplace.
Don't worry, toilet.
Woo!
Now
Ooh,
rounded
there we
out,
go.
folks. We are fading fast, as you can tell by our reactions and our puppetry. But that's our list here. We're gonna have to run through the whole thing as one by one. We have Dylan Joe Baseball Podcast episode 70. It goes something like this. It goes number 10, best appliance, vacuum. Number 9, washing machine. Number 8, ceiling fan. Number 7, microwave. Number 6, refrigerator. Number 5, blender. Number 4, dryer. More important than washing machine by some standard. Number 3, air conditioner. Number 2, garbage disposal. And number 1, I win again. Toilet.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Sore winner.
Dude, I was so convinced that I had it. I literally walked into this, I was like, I talked to my parents, they're like, what are you doing for appliances? I was like, number 1. I literally asked my mom, I asked my dad, I asked a couple of my,
you asked your mom, your daddy?
I asked a couple of my cousins. I called 2 people during this podcast.
Yes, Mom and Daddy, Dominic.
Asked for
Good for you.
top.
Hey, Dylan. What up, bitch?
And everyone was like, oh, hot water here's the best. And Joe goes, fucking toilet.
Toilet.
Because I live in Providence, I can't piss on the street like you can in Marlboro.
You clearly can. I'm gonna take a nap.
By the way, we hate Joe if you don't understand that.
Fuck yeah. All right, let's do final thoughts and let's wrap it up. Episode 70. What do you guys think?
Can I go first for this?
Yeah, again, yeah.
Well, I just want to start by saying I'm very thankful that these 2 beautiful men have let me, the past episode 60 and 70, where they let me go off of the ideas that I had for episodes.
This was Dom's
And
idea, yeah.
Those were
Yeah.
the first 2 times, other than the Witta, episode 7,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that, that they let me go off my own ideas. I think this was one of the best. It was chaotic. We got hammered.
That's the pod.
I think this was one of the best, other than Birds, obviously. I think this was one of the best ones for top 10s we've ever done.
Absolutely.
No question.
And it was, we got a text from Joe yesterday. I can only think of 7 appliances. How the fuck are we gonna do this?
And I was right because we all had the same ones. And that's why microwave got
But
number
you know
7.
what? We figured it out. We made it work. I hope you guys enjoy this. Whoever is watching this, Kath. I know you're watching it. My aunt, Joe's aunt. But
Yeah.
we had a good time doing this, and I'm glad you guys are still here watching this. 3 years in.
Something like that.
A little bit over 2.
But
Yeah.
we enjoy doing this. We don't do it for you. We do it for us.
Yeah. I feel
But,
the same
but
way.
thank you for watching it also.
It's chaotic. It's fun. It's just us chatting it up, and what a fun way to collapse it all in.
But also I do want to take this time to acknowledge that I have officially been upgraded to and
Okay, now you have to cut that part out. He's talking about bundles of sticks.
equals to these 2 men, and I'm very excited to
I have my own solo audio only.
Oh yeah,
podcast
coming up is
coming soon.
a new program on the
called,
DJBP
called Plowing Through It.
Yeah. Just in time for winter.
But also,
You guys are gonna love it.
I am now also helping Dylan here with the social media aspect of the DJBP.
We're building a team.
And,
It's growing big. It's growing large.
We have a website person. We've got another social media person. We got the 3 people.
The basement's growing.
It's growing. The basement is getting better.
At an
It's,
alarming pace. But
it's like a mouse infestation.
exactly it.
it's like
It never mouse holocaust.
like a mouse infestation, it never ends.
It never
Absolutely.
ends. They keep growing.
Yeah, I had a great time on this. It's classic Joe shit. I pushed back immediately. It's the worst idea ever. Top 10 appliances.
Turns
Stupid.
out to be the best idea.
But
ever.
of course, as always, it's not about the content that you're leading in with. It's about what happens. It's great conversations. You're having fun. You're joking around, and you're arguing about microwaves. So I love this fucking podcast. I love you, all you viewers and listeners out there. It's episode 70. We're into the new year now. We're gonna have a new intro sequence. We're gonna get a new program going for the whole recording process. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be a whole new thing. Get the website going. It's gonna be awesome. We appreciate everyone who's still on board with this shit. And we're looking forward to a new year in 2023.
We love you guys. My final thoughts are you're fucking awesome. As always, every fucking podcast is the best podcast. Dom's idea was fucking mind-blowing, and we fucking nailed it.
Terribly awesome.
And we'll see you guys next time for episode 71. Love y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That's right, dude.
And let me just, I had it written down and never came out. The 5th day of Christmas is 5 spasming orgasms.
There we go, dude.
I've had my
this is
toaster.
intervention.
I can't live without my toaster. I make toast. Well, I'm gonna turn my fucking oven on and stick it in there to toast it.
I mean, you did say that there's other ways to toast bread. Shut the fuck up! You're the one that said it. Uh-oh. Is it weird that even though I know it's a bit, I'm still kind of nervous? Because it's fucking lame.
If anyone asked the Dylan Joe Basic podcast, who's the fucking giant monster in the podcast? They go, oh, he's Dylan. He's a fucking meathead. He's so big.
He's all about gains.
He's
all he talks
gains.
about.
He's just lifting all the time.
I
So
say, what do you want for
I
breakfast? He goes, 12 eggs in a glass, please. And I go,
glass,
you sick
please.
fuck.
And
he
Joe goes, I want a turkey dinner.
And he goes,
Joe wants turkey dinner. I want 12 eggs mixed with peanut butter and spinach and milk.
and then he takes me over his leg and he snaps me like Bane and Batman.
Yeah, so that's why they go. They know me. I'm about games.
Exactly. He had no idea who was picking. That's why he was talking about your putting through everything.
Because all of mine have been chosen.
He literally saw it in the room. He goes, P tier Griffin.
Wait, hold on. There was a warm
He burned fridge, and now he's using telescope for number 5.
Burned it big time.
Leads, and I was like, bullshit.
Wait, you have them in your apartment though.
You need to listen to me for 5 fucking seconds. You really do.
Hear him.
And Tinder and Bumble.
And methamphetamine.
He's on all
That's
4.
every day.
He's on all 4 of those things. So if you guys are on those, just be sure.
I'm also on Facebook.
So he's on all 5 of these. So Dom, what's your?
He is putting himself out there.
Just because if you're,
He's on Facebook.
If anyone is ever feeling sad in their life or whatever, they just want to let something loose, just hold a chainsaw and let it rip for a minute, and you're gonna feel a lot better.
That's
You can take that to the bank, brother.
couldn't say it better myself.
I just
Love it.
Maybe we can hang out after the podcast and we all after party like R. Kelly would say. R. Kelly's still a cool guy, right? We still like him.
Let me ask you.
We still like him. We don't care about peeing on teenagers and stuff like that. It's just good old fashioned fun, right?
This is what makes you fun.
Do you not like me?
Tom, keep
You're the hottest resident.
Do you keep me here because you feel bad for me?
No, I wouldn't even know.
Here we go, folks. I just confirmed Dylan and Joe invite me to their place because they feel bad that I don't have friends. That's why they blindfold me and bring me here. And that's why I think food processing should be number 4. Because they don't love me.
12 nights of Christmas, 12 days of Christmas. Number 5 is not 5 golden rings. It's 5 spasming orgasms. I had it written down and never came out. The 5th day of Christmas is 5 spasming orgasms.
When you're on camera, just fucking don't shut up. Just say everything
That's
else.
why Dylan's so good in front of camera.
If you just go, yeah, I'm Dylan Reed or whatever it is, Bukkake jizz fucking cum shot. Like, just fucking do it. Whatever the fuck
I'm
you
stealing
want.
that. That's gonna be my one.
Whatever you say, just fucking go for it. Like, don't get nervous. It's public speaking. But
If it's really that bad, it won't make it.
No
So
one
don't worry
watches
about
it, so don't worry about it.
This is true.
Yeah, we get about one viewer a month.
And it's me.
So
I watch it to make sure it works.
Joe. So there's no stress.
I love you so.
No pressure.
So it's all funny. All right, Andrew's first. He wants
It's
to
all
go.
funny. So